Yo, guys, what up? It's the kid, 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 it's the kid. Rolling in here, rolling in here, rolling in here, man. Welcome to the Friday show. We're back in it. We're back in it. Yes, I'm still reeling from those pieces of crap, pieces of sugar. Chelsea screwing up during the week. But look, man, it's what it is. We're going to have some fun. We're going to talk top four. We're going to talk La Liga, Real Madrid nearing opponent Serie, some Rudiger news, some Dybala news, Mbappe news, Arsenal against United, general transfer news, and we're gonna hopefully have a nice, good old fashioned, respectable, low and cool footballing breakdown. So hopefully I should be joined in by some other guys. So for them, everybody will be really good and saying what's up, man. Ricardo, what's popping, man? What's popping, Ricardo? What's popping?
I'm good. Just had a short day of work. But
Oh.
yeah.
So, actually, do you want to reveal what you do for work, or is that secret?
I mean, it's nothing special just because it's only for the time being till I go back to school in September.
Oh,
But
okay, okay,
but
okay.
but
So,
yeah,
so,
I'm
so,
just
so wait,
sorry.
how many years of school do you have?
I have 2 years left because I'm going into my master's this coming September.
Ooh. Why? What are you studying?
I'm gonna go into teaching, so I'm going to the University of Toronto.
Why? What are you teaching specifically?
That I don't know yet. I do have a BA in history, so I do like history,
Alright.
but I might get something else, like such as English or something.
Okay, so wait, what's compelled you to teach, knowing how horrible we were to teachers and how badly teachers are treated?
Yeah, that's funny because, like I said the other day, I'm a class clown, right?
Okay.
But as I get older, I've understood the value of education, and
Oh
I
no, no,
grew up.
it's no, no. It's just what I say. Education is key. I just hated school.
Oh, me too.
The system of school was horrible, but education is amazing. Just that you can educate in better ways. That's the thing.
The way I see it's like I hate school, but I love learning. That's how I put it.
Yeah. Oh no. Basically, from like my best teacher I've ever had was a guy from Zambia, Lloyd Lushinga, because after school I did like a marketing course. So it was PR and international marketing, and he taught me international marketing. And the way he taught and just how engaging he was, how excited he was, like, man, if only I had teachers like this in my school, I'd actually enjoy stuff more. Just as my teachers were just bricks. Like, they were just like, okay, I know you know a lot here, but you just knowing stuff doesn't mean that you know how to now translate it into a bunch of teenagers who are unruly and can't
For
really listen.
sure. No, for
So,
sure. I think everybody goes through their like 10 plus years of school, and they probably have like a very few teachers that they actually like they touch them, they touch their hearts when it
oh, no,
comes
no,
to learning.
I told you, I even have their names. Mrs. Ganza, David Palmer was a bit crazy but fine, and Lloyd Lu. I actually know the names. Three names: Lloyd Lushinga, Mrs. Ganza,
Yeah,
and that was it. Just
and
three. The rest, that was it.
that's what I mean. And you end up remembering them for the rest of
Yeah,
your life. So
yeah.
that's the
Look, because you know how I remember how many days are in each month. So it's what's called 30 days have September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31 except February alone, which has 28 days clear, 29 in each leap year. Mrs. Ganza, she taught me that song.
Elementary school.
So 6 years old. What's that for you guys? I was six.
that's like grade
Yeah,
one.
that's is
So
that
that's
the
first grade
beginning
for
of
you guys.
elementary? That's like first grade.
That might be first grade. I
Okay, so
know.
yeah, so basically I was six. I was six. So
Yeah,
that was probably first grade. So Simon, what about you? So what? So you're a doctor now. What's it called? You're a lawyer.
nah, I'm going. I just I I'm about to graduate with what is it? Business of Information System, Management Information System, and I'm
Okay.
going to like data science. That's the field I
Ooh.
really want to go
So so
into.
okay, what is the specific job that you're going to be doing?
Maybe analyzing like metadata. That's something I want to go into. Like
Oh,
I know that
the whole
majority of
metaverse and stuff.
that, and I just I mean the classes I enjoyed the most were like math and science. Those were the classes. Other
So
classes I was brick at. I was like I was that you know how Jiru is a useful brick. I was
yeah.
like
Oh
I
no no
was
no.
like
No, seriously, no, I'm the opposite of you. For me, see, my good things was English, history. Those are my classes. Science, maths, basically chemistry. Just I didn't understand it. Like math, Miss Small, she did the best she could. Like maths, science, I don't understand. English, history, philosophy and ethics. That's basically, I'm like, what's the right side of the brain? So obviously you're like a left side of the brain merchant, pretty much.
Yeah. I just the reason why I like, for me, school, the most impactful teachers were like this dude named his name was Mr. Chong. His name was the dude, bro. The dude, bro, in elementary school, bro. That guy used to be the type of guy you could have conversations with outside of school. And this guy was the most lively person. And it's just like those are the teachers that like you
Those are
just
the ones.
gravitate towards. Yeah.
Those are the ones, man. Okay, so finally, let's because I like to just see how guys doing. So yes, yeah, man. Where are you at right now? So do you have a job? Have you finished school? Where are you at right now in your life, bro? Yes, if you're there. Yes, yeah. Okay. I think that's probably because mic. Let's get this show on the road, man. So bad news. So all right. Let's deal with this right now. This wasn't on the docket. This wasn't on the docket, but here we are. Rudiger. Bad news. So it is believed that Rudiger is close to joining Real Madrid. He's not joined yet. He hasn't joined yet. But I had loads of DMs. There have been a few CFC counts. So see, if this was Madrid zone, I'd be like, go screw yourself. But there are actually quite a few CFC counts on Twitter. And guys have DM'd me saying that Rudiger is close to joining Real Madrid. Now, I'm going to keep up hope and just hope that something can be done. But here I'm with it. I look at Christensen. Thiago Silva is 37. I look at Alonso. I look at Sarr. I also couple with the facts of Rudiger was crucial and pivotal in Chelsea winning that UCL. This would be... Now, keep in mind, especially with the system that Tuchel plays, I feel this will be a mistake on both parts. This would be a huge mistake for Chelsea to allow Rudiger to go. And I believe that Rudiger joining Real Madrid could be another big mistake for his career. Let's be keeping it real. Now, see, this is where we're not going to get into discourse, but I just want to just bring this in because I know that Zeman has something to say about this, but you look at it with Maguire, with Varane and so forth. Sometimes you have guys like a Ramos. Put Ramos in any system, back three, back four, he can say what's up. Maldini, a guy who wrote the book in defending, puts Maldini in any system, 4-5-1. 3-5-2, 4-4-2, 4-5-1, sweeper, so forth. Maldini, he's so good. Centre back, right back, whatever system, Maldini can say what's up because he is one of the greatest defenders of all time. I believe Rudiger and this back three that is played by Tuchel fits this defensive system perfectly like a glove. And he is world class in this system. Back four, something different? I'm not so sure, bro. I'm not so sure. And I think that's the situation that we're in right now. So look, man, this is a disaster for Chelsea because everything matters. Look at Van Dijk. People say, oh, no. Just get an attacker, get Joao Felix, get Dybala, and we'll get to this guy, and you'll be fine. Look at what Van Dijk did for your boys Liverpool. It is imperative that you have the right dude. It is imperative that you have the right defender. A great defender can lead you to a trophy. Without Van Dijk, Liverpool don't win the Premier League or the UCL. Let me say that again for the kids at the back. Without Van Dijk, aka The Verge, Liverpool don't win the UCL. They don't win the Premier League. Defenders matter. Okay, they matter. So, Real Madrid, they're building a squad. This is the rebuild season for Real Madrid right now. Look at how good Alaba has been. Because they know for Rudiger, you're not now. Here's the Rudiger. See, Antonio, keep in mind, you're not a guaranteed starter. Okay? Because Militao exists. Alaba exists. The utility man Nacho exists. Another utility man, Lucas Vasquez, exists. So there are many guys who can play that centre back position. So if you're not playing very well, you can get pulled out. So, Rudiger, you don't have to now from day one, from ground zero, and your right been a Real Madrid side, but back to Chelsea. This would be a disaster. You can't move forward if you sell your best players. I don't know what Chelsea. I don't even know who's owning Chelsea right now. Chelsea are now in a state of disarray, so we don't even know who can come in because we don't even know who freaking owns Chelsea and who actually is doing the transfers. But if you let go of Rudiger, one of Chelsea's most important core players, and we have no idea who's coming in, this is bad news. This is real bad news. But lastly, before I bring the guys in, man, Rudiger, if I'm advising you, this is not me trying to be like that. If I'm advising you, Rudiger, right now, you're a very good defender, but you're only a very good defender under certain conditions. It's like the Varane complex. Look at Varane for France, amazing. But Varane without daddy, aka Sergio Ramos, hence the same dude. Rudiger, you going to Real Madrid thinking you'll have the same effect that you've had for Chelsea under Tuchel's very specific system, you'll be gravely mistaken. You'll be gravely mistaken. But you know something, but so that's it. Bet on yourself. Bet on yourself, because sometimes if you bet on yourself, you can say yourself. So maybe Rudiger is betting on himself and he says, you know what, I'm going to take the risk. I believe in my abilities. I believe I can adapt. And I believe if I go into Real Madrid, whatever system it is, I can make it work and prove people wrong who think I can't play and succeed for Real Madrid and play and succeed in a different system. So it is what it is, man. So let's bring the boys in, man. Let's bring in the boys, man. Let me come first to Ricardo, man. Are Chelsea screwed? So look, so I want to cover both sides. How much of a loss could this be for Chelsea, Rudiger leaving, and how much of an impact do you think that this could make for Real Madrid? And do you buy into the whole back three tactic, can't play back four?
For the latter statement, I think if you're a good defender, you can play in any system, right? I think that's a very it's very general to say, but I think if a player can only play a particular system, then he's never going to reach a level at a world class level, because a world class player has versatility, has flexibility amongst the defensive line. I think Rudiger is a good defender, and I think he can play in any type of defensive line, whether it's 3 or 4 at center backs or 5 with the wing backs. With Rudiger, honestly, I read a lot of news about this guy. He's been linked to Real Madrid. Then Real Madrid suggested they ended their pursuit of him, and now they're back at him. But I also heard that PSG and Juventus are interested. And I actually saw today that Rudiger's agent put like some sort of cryptic story on his Instagram suggesting that he wants to help Manchester United bring back to what he said, #glory days. So can we really rule out Rudiger going to Manchester United? I don't think we can sleep on that. I think it's a possibility. And with all those clubs linked to him, I think Rudiger is just looking for the highest bidder. Whoever can give him the most money is the team he's going to go to. And fair to him, he's put himself in a position. So if he goes to Real Madrid, I think it will work out. I think he'll be very good for them. I'm not going to deny that.
So if he goes to Madrid, so does he displace Militao or Alaba? Or do you now? Because here's the thing, though. Mendy, great left back. He's holding that left back position right now. Right back, if Carvajal is on the way out, you can slot in Lucas Vasquez or Nacho. Militao and Alaba, they've held down that position. So if you're coming in, who are you displacing?
Well, for one, Real Madrid, they're not going to play 3 at the back because these guys never play 3 at the back. And if anything, it's Casemiro dropping in between, because we've seen that sometimes.
Yeah.
I believe Real Madrid are actually looking to get a right back. His name is Pedro Porro, who plays in Sporting, because they need a replacement for Carvajal. Although Carvajal has been pretty decent this year, at least in the big games. But Carvajal doesn't have much longer in that team. Who will he replace between Militao and Alaba? In my opinion, it would have to be Alaba because Militao is young, and I'm pretty sure they value him to the point that they want to make this guy a starting center back. Alaba is in a weird position because he can't play left back and he can't play center back, and Ferland Mendy has been quite injured this season, so that's pretty concerning. Ferland Mendy is for me he's one of the best left backs in the world. Um, but I think at this stage of Alaba's career, he's more looking to play as a center back. I
Mm.
think sometimes fullbacks are meant for younger players who have more pace to them, and I think Alaba's getting to almost 30. So him going back to left back is not really going to be an option for him. However, it is a good question to see where he plays and if he starts or if he's rotational, or maybe Alaba turns into the rotational center back, and then what do you do with Nacho? It's very
Mm.
interesting to see what would happen. But with Rudiger, I really don't understand. But with Chelsea, I think it's bad because yes, you have an aged Thiago Silva who actually
Mm.
has been pretty good despite his age,
But he's
but
37, man. He's
exactly,
37.
he's 37. You're gonna be losing probably Rudiger. You're going to be losing Christensen,
Yeah.
Aspilicueta. So that backline is looking very thin. And not only very thin, but odds are it's going to be a new backline and it's going to be a very inexperienced backline. So if Rudiger leaves, Thiago Silva might not play every game, but he's still quality. It could be a tough season for Chelsea defensively.
Oh no, no,
Um,
but that's why, because obviously we're going to get to it later. Ownership is not very key.
yeah, of
It's
course.
important that the owners are found as soon as possible. So Chelsea don't know, okay, can Kunde come in? Can all of these other guys come in? So what defenders are coming? Because if it's a situation where like the new owners come and say, oh no, bro, we have to balance the books. We can't bring in anybody. Then Chelsea are really screwed.
Yeah,
Chelsea are
because
really screwed.
even if you do bring in defenders, like bring in two, three defenders, it's still a risk because you're gonna have to play these guys consistently, and
Mm.
guys for a whole string of a whole line, such as the defensive line that is relatively new. There's not going to be great chemistry. There's not going to be an understanding right off the bat, and it could really cost Chelsea. But for Rudiger, I think I don't think Rabic is a bad move for him, but is it the best move for him? I think we'll see. But I personally think he's going to the team that offers him the most money.
Yeah, Zima, talk to me, man.
Listen, man, I've been one of those people that
Yes,
question
yes.
Rudiger. Can he play in a back four? Is he suited for a back three? Does his quality suit that? And I ask Chelsea fans this
Mm.
question: when Thomas Tuchel wasn't there and Rudiger was still a part of the squad, was he
Mhm.
operating and functioning well in the back four?
Lampard tax.
Yeah, you could say Lampard tax, but again, man, I get it, but I
Oh no,
get
no,
where
but
Rudiger's
see, no,
coming
no,
from.
no, no, see, Zima, see, I'm with you. Like in my opening thing, I'm like, look, I question how well he can do in a back four, but at the end of the day, bet on
Yeah,
yourself. Like
yeah,
Rudiger said, look, I'm betting on myself. I feel that this is a unique opportunity to play for a Real Madrid, a club like this. People think that I can't operate in a back four. I'm going to bet on myself and prove you guys wrong. Now, if I was advising him, I'd be like, you have a good thing here at Chelsea. Now, I don't know how much more Real are going to offer you, but it's like, but then Zima, here's the thing that let's say, okay, let's talk money. Oh man, you're asking too much, blah blah. Look at the trash we just showed against Arsenal. Look at the trash that Christensen did. So Rudiger's like, well, look at what you guys looks like without me. So you don't want to pay me? Be cool with Christensen. Be cool with Malang Sarr. So
yeah. So yeah, I get that. I actually agree with that aspect in terms of his demands make sense compared to how much experienced center backs are there in the world,
mm,
and there aren't that much available experienced center backs. Majority of them hitting their late 30s and whatnot, and I could see why he wants more because at the end of the day, Rudiger is 29, so if this is his last like big check, this is
yeah,
this is his chance to really make money. And if there are clubs that are after you, that you're a free agent, your agent has to get the best the best quality contract for you. So when it comes to like, teams that are after him, I'm hearing Bayern, Real Madrid, Juve, and Chelsea wanting to sit down and negotiate. And he's in a position where he's allowed to ask for the amount of money he wants, considering the situation Chelsea
Z-Man, you
finds
forgot
himself
Man
in.
United. Man
Yeah,
United.
Yes, you
yeah.
mute your mic. Yes, you mute your
Man
mic.
United as well, but Man United is probably going to be a component of just the amount of money they're willing to offer him, more so than anything. I know that I know that it's going to be a big component, but when it
Money
comes
talks.
to
Money talks.
when it comes to Rudiger, my thing is you have to uh, you have to be very calculative in terms of the next choices you make.
Mm.
Of course, you're going to be looking at the wages you can make, but it's also going to be, does this team suit or need me, or am I going to fit into this system? And what's the plan?
Okay.
What's the project behind this team?
So saying that, let's stay there. Does this team need me? Do I fit the project? If let's say you're Rudiger's agents or so forth, would you advise him to join Real Madrid if you take all those things into account?
For me, listen. First, it would be I know what the priority is going to be for a guy who's 29 near the end. It's going to be he wants the biggest contract. So there's pros and cons. So if Real Madrid offer him the biggest contract, I would be like, go ahead. But you have to put into consideration that you might, you're going to be asked to play, a role that you're going to be required to play in a back four, and Real Madrid is very demanding. If you don't end up delivering to the expectation expected of you, there's going to be questions. You're the fans, you're going to have to earn your place around Madrid. And it's not just going to be where you walk in and instantly fit. So there's also that component. So for me, if I was advising him, I'd be like, listen, man, you can follow the money, but I would be looking at the projects as well. And to be honest with you, there aren't that much projects that are just outstanding, aside from Bayern, who probably need him, but they're not. But Bayern clearly have a wage structure that Rudiger must fit in. So that's a question within itself, and I'm really intrigued, man. I'm really intrigued.
Yes, talk to me. And yes, okay. What do you? I say, what do you?
No.
Yes, yes. He wouldn't. He wouldn't.
No, I mean, no. He won't. I mean, I have a lot of respect for Rudiger. He slowly became one of my favorite players in world football. Like, there's something about Rudiger that I absolutely love. Yesterday, was a couple days ago. I was not in a very good mood, because I was watching a game, Chelsea versus Arsenal.
Oh,
and
yes. You don't have to bring up this game.
Now, I'm just saying, is like, it's very, very interesting that this guy Rudiger has not been valued by the club that he's in right now. The situation that you guys are in right now is you guys brought this on yourself. If Rudiger, the only reason why he's leaving is he doesn't feel valued, and he's one of the most instrumental person in a player in Chelsea. Like, in the reality is that Chelsea are going to find it is going to be very, very, very difficult to replace him. I'm hearing Jules Koundé. I've watched Jules Koundé. I don't know. There's a big question mark on this guy.
He's not a Rudiger. See, I hate when they start hyping guys, man. But he's not Rudiger.
We watched Sevilla, We've watched Sevilla.
Yeah.
Sevilla can see goals for fun. And, and then here's the thing, is like, this move to Real Madrid, it just seems like there's just, it's just Real Madrid, like Florentino Perez. It just seems like the players that he generally wants, he generally gets. And, with Rudiger, there is a question mark if we can play in a back four. But I genuinely believe that in terms of as a player, as like the player profile, he has like he has his intangibles as a center back that you don't find a lot. It's not all about talent. It's about the other aspects of it. It's like what Rudiger has that a lot of players don't have is the mental aspect of it.
Can he? Okay, so if you're advising Rudiger, what should he do? Let's say you
him. Go to Real Madrid, 100%. Because I just feel like it's just the ambition is there. Real Madrid are going to build a project.
But also keep in mind that you're trying to put Rudiger in the best position to succeed and put him in a place where, in an environment where you feel that he can succeed at the best. So this is not you, Yassi said. This is you who is like Rudiger's close advisor. You're like, man, I want to advise my clients to be in a position which will do the best for him. So why would go into Real Madrid knowing that you're not guaranteed to start? Because if Militao and Alaba keep playing well, then you just could be playing off the bench. So you're not a guaranteed starter. Why does Real Madrid still work for you then?
No, I believe I genuinely believe heart and heart. I genuinely believe that he will do very well in Real Madrid. I believe that he will. I think he will establish himself as a Real Madrid player. I mean, also just also gives. If you look at the Real Madrid aspect of it, he also gives more flexibility as well. Like people, just because like
Oh,
Rudiger,
no. It's a good move for Real. Yeah.
and then because like you say that Rudiger is, if people like, there's this notion that, and it is somewhat true, is he's only like he's very good in a specific system. Who's to say Ancelotti doesn't play a back three? Real Madrid,
He's not playing a back three.
no. I mean, who's to say though? Like
I'm telling you, he's not playing a back three. I'm sure people in the streets will agree. Ancelotti is old school, bro. This guy's old school. He's not playing a back three.
But also is. I've seen Ancelotti also be flexible with his tactics as well. And also like I'm not a big fan of Nacho. I'm not a big fan of that guy. I'm not a big fan of him. I don't think he's that great.
He's not great,
Nacho's a backup.
That's what I'm saying. Those guys, basically Nacho, Lucas Vasquez, you need those kind of players in your team. They're not your starters, but man, emergency, right back, left back, centre back, right wing. So a guy who can just come in and just do a job in like 4 or 5 positions. Not great, but they can do a job there. You need those players.
No, and then and then I feel like in today's age as well, like you need squad depth as well. And as much as you like, you want Rudiger to start and you want him to establish himself, because I get that aspect of it, but at the same time, it's like what we've seen, especially nowadays with with COVID and everything, is you like the idea that these players want to be like being having enough for applicable playing time is like he's gonna play a lot of games. He's gonna probably start a lot of games. So I don't think he should be worried about that aspect of it as well.
Okay, so you think he will join Real Madrid? That's your opinion.
No, I think it's pretty much nailed into that he's going to join Real Madrid.
No, he can still negotiate with Chelsea. Like,
no. But the thing is, well, what negotiation? Like Chelsea put themselves in
by what in the negotiation? If they offer him what he wants, he stays.
But
Rudiger has a price. Chelsea just don't want to meet that price.
But also, it's like, can they? I don't even think they can offer new deals. Can they?
That's why I said it's about the ownership and so forth. That's why we're going to. These guys need to get their asses moving.
It's time sensitive. You can't just say, "Oh, we're gonna offer you, and we're literally in the middle of April."
Wait,
like, come on,
man. Does anyone know what Rudiger wants? Like, what type? What's the wage structure? Because I'm hearing more than 12 million a year.
No. I think I was hearing like 200 and something. I think he's on one something. I think
200.
Yeah, I think he wants something near 200, and I think he may be on 120 or 130. I mean, someone in the streets, please tell me. I think he may be 120, 130, 100, but someone on the streets, please tell me how much.
So he basically wants
actually
to get
looking for
either the same or more money than Harry Maguire.
He deserves more than the fridge,
That's what I'm saying. Like, let's be honest here. I know the money is a lot, but if you're being really honest now, he deserves a lot more money than Maguire.
Okay, look, let me take some doors, man. So, from Miguel Rabines, take it up, Miguel. It will take us at least 2 to 3 seasons for us to even challenge for the league, and it's absolutely imperative that guys like Colwell, Gallagher, Matson, and Broha to be integrated. Miguel, bro, you see, here's the thing. I want to be real with you and so forth. After that Arsenal loss, I did a lot of soul searching. I
get you, HH.
You know,
HH, are you going to be fighting for top 4 next season? The Losers Cup.
Can you mute your mic? Guy in the top right, can you please mute your mic? The extremely cute kid in the top right, please can you mute your mic? Miguel, I'm not I'm not all about this whole young integration stuff. I need top tier players, top tier talent. Miguel, let me first get that top tier talent. Then I can worry about how Gallagher, Martin, Broha can help the team and so forth. Miguel, this is Chelsea. Okay. Chelsea can still attract the very best. So, Miguel, let's try, because we're going to get to Dybala next. I need top of the tier talents. Once that's secured, then let's see. Okay, Gallagher, Martin, Pro, you can come in. These guys can't be the core of Chelsea moving forward. No, I'm sorry. They can't be because they're younger. They're not there to really be the core of guys moving forward. But, bro, Miguel, if you want to try and compete with Liverpool and Man City, these guys can't compete with Liverpool and Man City, bro. So if you want to try and beat Klopp and Pep, you need to go and buy top tier guys.
H, can I ask a question? Honest question.
Go for it.
Why are you guys so far behind Liverpool and Man City? Because for me, that's extremely I think I'm
yes, it's very simple. They're already going to get some of the best managers of all time. They have full carte blanche in building and structuring their team. Chelsea are chop and change merchants. And if you keep on chopping and changing, there is no synergy there. So, because here's the funny thing, you know what a better question is? If Russia didn't invade Ukraine and Abramovich was still the owner, do Chelsea win the league in 2 or 3 years while Pep and Klopp are still here? That's an interesting question. That's an interesting one. So
really.
would Abramovich somehow sack, hire, and eventually sack and hire a manager that will win the league ahead of Pep and Klopp? I'm not sure. I doubt it because these guys Pep and Klopp have reshaped what it means to win a Premier League right now, and they've raised the level. They've raised the benchmark too high.
Does Tuchel get sacked if Russia didn't invade Ukraine?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
No. I said this weeks ago. I said, bro, this guy's getting sacked. Like he's eventually getting sacked. But now, Tuchel, you now have like your job is now pretty secure right now.
Yeah.
CR7, recover your hairline foundation. Use code GOTONALDO and recover your hairline. #colors. I'm happy with my bald head, bro. Miguel Rabines. Anyone that thinks Chelsea will challenge for anything next season needs to seriously get their heads examined. This is on Marina for selling tomorrow and going and having us through Lansa. No, you see, dark days are ahead for Chelsea. If Abramovich was still in charge, Chelsea are winning something in the next 2 or 3 years because Abramovich never went 2 or 3 years without winning a trophy. Whoever Chelsea gets, it's time for you to now accept the facts of, especially the way the team is constructed and with the players that may be leaving, it could be pretty dark days for Chelsea moving forward, bro. So yes, I'm not expecting a trophy next season, bro, because you're dealing with a Frankenstein monster, my guys. So
HH, how does I don't get how a team can win Champions League and then 6 to 8 months later they fall off.
No. Ricardo,
that's such a Chelsea thing, bro.
Ricardo, very simple. Tuchel performed a miracle. Chelsea were not going to win that Champions League. What's supposed to happen is Lampard messed the team up. Tuchel comes in, gets up for do a patch-up job, build on next year. But they won the Champions League, which was not supposed to happen. So winning that Champions League, we're like,
you guys were
this team is pretty okay.
I mean, you guys weren't supposed to win in 2012 either. So I mean,
do you know what I say about 2012? 2012, that team was always, remember, that team reached the final in 08, reached the semis in 09, and we all know what happened in that thingy. So they were always knocking on the door. I remember that team had a spine of what was it called?
Lampard, Drogba,
Lampard.
Jack.
So and those are guys who you'd say I remember these guys were like at their peak. So it's always felt as if like they deserved that. These guys. These guys are just coming through. These are just Havertz, Mounts. These are just guys coming through. So Man City was supposed to win that Champions League. That was City's moment. City's moment. So what makes it so satisfying, bro?
In a weird way, it's like a double-edged sword. You know, like winning the Champions League is a double-edged sword. You know, it's like you love the fact you win it, but at the same time,
but basically, what I realized is Tuchel performed a miracle.
Yeah,
these guys would like. My mistake was, wow, these guys are really good. No, Tuchel just had an incredible tactics.
So
he executed very well.
In a weird way, Lampard was right when he said that this team isn't good.
No. He was.
He was.
Miguel Rabines. HH, anyone that thinks. Oh yes, sorry, I already read that. From Kristaps Anderson, thank you, Kristaps. HH, hi from Latvia again. Yo, in for those betting tips. Tell me, with what results do you think Arsenal are going to beat Boychester, lubrication or not? Don't rely on me for things, but you know what I'm going to go for? I'm going to go for a draw. And I'm thinking either 1-1 or 2-2. I'm going to say 2-2. So because obviously we're going to get onto that. We're going to do our preview. So I'll come back to this when we do our preview. But I'm saying 2-2. But I'll come back to this when we do our preview. Paul Kickley says, you have to concede United to get fourth if Arsenal beat them. Yes. If Arsenal beats United, I will concede them getting fourth. Yes, I will. Mr. Mans, Rudiger needs a leader. Alaba is that, Militao is not. And Alaba, Rudiger, interesting. But here's the thing, though. Homeboys, Militao and Alaba have actually looked pretty good, though. That's the thing. They've actually looked pretty good. So, Harry Maguire works in a back three only tax. HH, use code FRIDGE. Thanks, but no thanks, man. No thanks. Tapua Mutuma, thank you for the meal, man. Thank you for the $20 meal. Thank you for the $20 meal, bro. So Tapua's meal says, great centre-back and would fit well. But for the which he's demanding and happily let someone else have him because we can get cheaper and younger in La Liga, then prioritize a right-back and possibly bring in someone like Fran Garcia back for left-back depth. Yeah, look, Real Madrid don't need Rudiger. Nice addition, but if Rudiger is demanding, 200,000, Real are like, thanks, but we're cool. Alaba can play several positions. Nacho can play several positions. Militao. So they have good guys. And also, as you just said, you can get some pretty good defenders, footballing defenders who can work very well in that back four. And even if you get to Rudiger, I question whether he will do well in that back four because Real Madrid's system is very different. Here's the thing. Real Madrid's system is an attacking system, which puts a lot of pressure on defenders, which is what makes someone like Alaba so good. Look at how good Alaba looked under Flick, very attacking. So you have to be a very smart defender. Now, I'm sure Rudiger is smart, but I don't think Rudiger is as smart a defender as Alaba is. See, Alaba is a super high IQ defender who really knows how to work in that kind of defensive setup. So it's a risk. It's a risk for your boys, man. But yeah, like, Real, they don't need him, bro. They don't need him. All right. Now, let's move to this next one now. Now, I have dissed this guy and I've insulted this man. I know I have, man. I've insulted this guy a lot. But desperate times call for desperate measures. So let me hook this up right now.
The bow.
The bow. So let me hook this up right now.
It's dibs.
Oh yeah, dibs.
Gotta relax. Okay, let me hook this up. So, we're hearing two teams, but I want to put in a third. So, we're hearing. So, Inter Milan has been long, has been a team that has long been pretty much linked to Dybala. Inter. Dybala's leaving this summer. That's him and Juve. That has broken down, and he's leaving. So that's happening. Now we're hearing Uncle Moo. So what we've recently heard is that Roma, specifically Mourinho, wants to bring in Dybala, which would be freaking crazy, thinking about how Roma play, especially if they get to keep it Tammy Abraham. But here's the thing about Dybala. Now, I've had a grudge against Dybala since 2017. I didn't want Cristiano to win that UCL, and I blamed Dybala for messing up and not saying what's up in that UCL final. And I felt that he's pretty much been a bum since then. But there is still a good player here. There is still a quality player here. I think Juve have lost their way. They've completely lost their way, and I think Juventus have been regressing. So it makes sense for him to leave. But when I look at him, yeah, you can question how good has he been, falling by the wayside. There is still a quality player here. And I think for Dybala, he has to be careful about what team he chooses, because I think if Dybala chooses the right team, he can actually somehow, for his position, get back into world-class conversations. But he's going to choose well. So the choose well. And this is the other question, and this is a hard question I want to ask you guys. 2022, is Dybala still relevant? I'm going to ask a harder question for the streets. This is a harder question. How many teams still utilize the number 10? Because we had like a convo before that says, bro, look at it's 4-3-3 is the game, bro. And everybody, whether it's 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1, the striker is now the number 10. You have your inside forwards, and the striker comes out and be the number 10. So, of what use is there for a Dybala? In my opinion, I believe that a creative player will always be needed in any team. Whether it's an attacking team or a defensive team, you will always need a playmaking, creative mind in every team or any system that you play. These are facts. Like, whether it's a Pep system about passing, you need a guy to create. That's your Dybala. Let's go Simeone, the freaking Stone Ages. Whenever they counterattack, you need somebody who can execute that key pass on the counter when they break. Whether it's attack or defense, you will need a creative mind. And when Dybala is at his best, that left foot can both give you an amazing pass and can score an amazing key goal. He has that ability. So, and the real question is, but that's the real question, because I don't know the answer. It's one thing to say that this guy still has the ability. It's another thing to be like, you've been at Juve so long. If you were now moved to, let's say, an EPL or La Liga right now, can he still make an impact? Can he still be relevant? I don't know that question. The ability is there. I just don't know whether he'll be able to execute that ability. But I think, again, just like Rudiger, he's betting on himself. And I do feel that he's got to be very careful who he chooses because, bro, he's going to move to a very particular team. Because if he moves to the wrong team, I'm not sure whether he can pop up off. Lastly, before I come to the guys, Chelsea. Chelsea need a creator. Lukaku has been tried, blah, blah. Nobody is creating for anybody. Nobody has a creative mind. Nobody has a playmaking mind because no one has any football IQ. At best, I would roll that dice on Dybala. For free, no transfer fee, I will roll the dice on getting Dybala. Because I think that would be super interesting as to what your boy Dybala can do, man. So let me bring in the boys, man. Z-Man, Dybala, is he still relevant, bro, in 2022?
Dybala is, listen, man. He, of course, he's a technically gifted player. Obviously, this guy operates in the number 10, second striker, shadow striker, depending on the way you want to look at him. But to be fair, I think the modern game doesn't require number 10, and there aren't that much teams that use a shadow striker as much. So in terms of his usefulness when it comes to like top tier teams, I just don't see a place that fits for him, that's molded to his liking. Not to mention the fact that the reason why, I think one of the main reasons why they don't, majority of teams don't operate with a number 10 and they would rather operate with a center mid or a center defensive midfield. It's just down to system and how important pressing has become. It's come to the point where people need central midfielders in order to do that, in order to have some form of control. And you have to be, you have to be working hard off the ball as much as you're working hard.
So you're saying he's lazy? Because I saw that word written in the streets. You're saying that he's lazy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Yeah, I do kind of. Listen. He's still been relevant in Serie A. I mean, this guy in recent times has won. What is it? Player of the Year in Serie A. So he still has. He still has his services. I don't know if there's that much teams that could accommodate someone like him. And this guy. I mean, if this guy goes to the EPL, it depends on the team. I don't think this guy would be useful in a Pep system because there's so much players that can do what he does on the ball. But then again, under like a Chelsea side, I think that would be interesting because the strikers you do have in hand, and I know that Lukaku he hasn't been useful, but he is useful when you play him with the second, with the second striker,
like
shadow
a Lautaro
striker.
Martinez.
So in that sense, he can be your Lautaro Martinez, but the problem is like where do Chelsea want to go? That's the only problem. Nobody really knows where they're gonna go, and will you find a different role for Kyle? Is he going to be is your boy going to be molded into a technical 9, and then will that interfere with Dybala and his usefulness within the team? So there's still questions like that, and I don't see that much great options. It would be interesting to see him at Atletico. That would be interesting. That would be really.
You'd want him to go to Atletico?
Yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah. I think I know that this guy. Listen, his work rate can be questionable, but what he offers is something that a younger Griezmann used to offer.
Exactly.
Someone that fits the mold of the shadow striker that's been really that's done extremely well for a Diego Simeone system. And I just feel like if he was able to go there, he would be another option. It would depend on what they do with João Felix or whether or not they decide to sell him. But I do think he fits in the mold of those type of players that Atletico do enjoy. And I don't think he would be, even at Atletico, I don't think he would be a straight up starter. Because even if you look at João Felix, even though João Felix
so basically he's going to Atletico to be on the bench then.
No. He's going to have to earn his spot. That's why we might see the best version of Dybala in Atletico, because he's going to have to earn his spot, and the system does fit him. He's going to have to show his work rate off the ball, and he's going to and the same thing happens with João Felix. João Felix was questioned whether or not he was a starter, and being in that type of environment, we might see the best version of him, and he will be a replacement for someone like Griezmann if they end up wanting or not to sign him. And I just feel like or he could stay at Inter. I'm hearing Inter is a possible option for him. Stay at Serie A. So it's up to him where he wants to go, but I don't see that much systems cater to his strength, if I'm being honest.
Yes, talk to me, bro.
Let's see. Dybala. He's like a what if type of player. Because he's so talented. But in my opinion, his career has been an absolute disappointment. And he should have left Juve a while ago. But I do.
Okay, so say disappointment. Okay, what did you expect from Dybala? Like, what's?
You don't want to hear what I expected from Dybala, because
say it.
You know what I'm gonna say.
What, the new Messi?
Yes. I thought he was gonna be. I thought he was gonna be the next up and coming Argentina star, bro. Like I thought he was gonna be that dude. They don't even have the same
type of anything.
But I know. But then it's like when you watch him, like the balance on those ball, the way he dribbles.
Bro, come on.
No, I'm not saying
he wasn't Messi.
He wasn't. I found that out real quickly, But it just seems like his career had just really stagnated, especially after. Like they hit especially him.
2017. No, yes, 2017. That was our final. Remember he scored 2 goals against Barca in our first leg, and so remember he was having a crazy season. That was where Juve win their first season since '96. They win it, and Dybala is announced as, bro, he's arrived. World class play. He's what is here he is. Then we know what happened, bro. So.
And then also, we're not even going to talk about his Argentina career, because that doesn't exist at all.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. This guy literally is not part of that squad at all. It's crazy.
It's because of Messi, man.
But then also, Ricardo, I'm not going to lie to you. One thing I like about international...
So he can make the bench?
No, he can make the bench, but there's never going to be a time where him and Messi are going to be on the field at the same time because of the similar profile they have.
But I just feel like that's a problem I have with certain players like Dybala. And my biggest problem is, as a player, you need to adapt. You have to. Your game has to change. You cannot play this. You cannot play the same way. Be the same type of player consistently throughout your career. You have to change your play. You have to change. You have to adapt. You have to, for example, Dybala, play as a winger, play on the left, play on the right. Change it up because like Ricardo said, if you're in a situation where you cannot play because the Argentina team cannot fit you in, that's a problem. And especially he was young enough and he has had years enough to adapt to actually fit into the Argentina side if he wanted to, But for whatever reason, I just feel like Dybala is one of those players that like he's so talented at times that he's like, you know what, I'm gonna play. This is the way I play, and this is the way I play. It is what it is. And a lot of times, what happens is it becomes very detrimental to the player, because what happens if you don't fit in, then what happens? And I feel like that's the situation.
My thing is that it's very hard to ask Dybala to play, which is why I actually get where Ricardo is coming from, because he's such a very particular kind of a player. And I'm like, he can't be a winger. He can't be an inside forward. He can't be a striker because he's a particular kind of a player. It's like Riquelme. Riquelme can only play one particular way, or Pirlo. The guys who are so specific in how they play, it's impossible for them to play any other way or play any other position.
But here's the problem, HH. I don't disagree with that. I agree with that. But that's a problem. Back in the day, Dybala might, he's probably one of the best number 10s. He'd be nice. Everyone would love to have him.
Actually, you know what? It's just that if a coach was smart, you can play Messi as a false 9 and make Dybala than the number 10, because you know that Messi is a goal scorer. So make Messi much more of an attacker.
Would you be operating with 2 CDMs then? Because that would get tricky. Because you're asking your other midfielders to carry the load. Like they're gonna have to work harder.
I mean, you can put in 2 CDMs there, but like if let's say you play Messi, you play like as a striker or a roaming striker, or you play out wide. So the issue is that Messi decided to become a playmaker, drops in deep, and by him dropping in deep, there's nowhere for Dybala to go. You can't play Dybala out wide right. You can't play as a striker. But for Messi, also, you're so talented and you can do so many different things. You can play as a striker if you want. You can play as a false 9. Dybala can't. So if I want to fit in Dybala and Messi, and even if I play as a false 9, you can still come back and say what's up. But for Dybala, we can actually use his talents as another creative outlet for the team. So we have 2 creative outlets, but playing different positions. Because it's crazy how this guy can't even make the squad for the World Cup. Because homeboy has his role. That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
So if hence why I genuinely believe, all my heart at heart, if there's a player that needs or needed Pep Guardiola as a manager in his career, is him. If Pep has a talent like Dybala in his team, then Pep can mold them into a different type, in a different way. He can play Dybala as a 10. He can play Dybala as a false 9 in the system. He can, look at what he's doing in Man City. Almost all of his players are multifunctional. They can play in multiple different positions because in his system, that's how it works. Where you have Ilkay Gundogan can play as a DM, can play as a center midfielder, can also play as a 10. Bernardo Silva can play on both flanks. So a player, I feel like for Dybala, I mean, he might be a victim of
the coach. He's
a coach, like a coach, like a tactical coach, a coach that can literally like open up his brain and say, "Listen, you can play on the left as a winger, but you can play differently. There's a different way you can play that way."
So Ricardo, your thoughts on the whole Dybala thing, man?
Look, I would agree with that statement. You said that the number 10 has pretty much become obsolete. I definitely do agree. The only time I actually see number 10s being operated is when the player is an absolute exception to the rule. And in this case, it would be Messi, it would be Neymar, it would be Ozil. Even Kevin De Bruyne, when he was at Wolfsburg, they used him as a number 10. But, Dybala isn't like the only one that has been marginalized because of this role. I personally hold the opinion that James Rodriguez as well.
Oh yeah,
he's a player that suffered because of this. Now
Isco as well, Ricardo Isco.
Yeah, Isco as well. But I always thought Isco could play more as a central midfielder than the actual number 10. But I mean, I do see what you're saying. But as an attacking midfielder, the position has completely just gone away, mainly because of what Z-Man said, the evolution of the game. But with Dybala, when I even compare him, let's say we compare him to James Rodriguez, I think Dybala is one of the most technical players. Like if we're just basing it on ability and skill, the
Yeah.
eye test and stuff, Dybala is that guy.
Yeah.
There's not many guys who have more technical ability. I remember there was a video of it was well was it Project Neymar with Antonio? They were talking about players they played against, and Antonio spoke about how he had like a preseason game against Juventus, and this is when Dybala, I think it was his first or second year at Juventus, and he was describing Dybala how different that quality of player he is on the ball is just like you're from another planet, and I think Dybala. I mean, you can blame the injuries because he has been quite injury prone, unfortunately. However, for him, I do agree that his next move is a very pivotal move. It will be a move that either revives him, makes him have a, the ending part of his career be a good one, or it could be a pretty much a place where he's forgotten about. Now with the teams that's linked to him, I think the Roma one, that doesn't make any sense to me, in my opinion. That's like it'll be so
Man,
random.
stop hating what? So what? Uncle Mo can't
No,
skip him.
no, it's not even because of Mourinho. It's just more like Dybala at Roma just seems like such a I don't know. It's such a weird.
Dybala behind Tammy Abraham, man. Dybala's behind Tammy Abraham.
I mean,
Uncle Mo gets his third CL.
I mean, does he think this is like 2010 with like he's gonna turn Dybala into Ozo? Like the number 10 position is gone. Like I said,
no, but you know that is sad though. That is sad
no,
how
it is sad.
football are going to a stage where like creative playmakers have no role. That's crazy.
It is sad because the number 10, in my opinion, at least watching football and playing football, to me, players who are number 10s were typically the best players on the team.
Yeah,
that's literally what the number 10
yeah,
was.
that's why you wore the jersey because you are you're the most technically gifted player on the team, so you wear the number 10 jersey.
Yeah. So, but with Dybala, like his next move, well, you mentioned Chelsea. I think it's a very interesting move, but at the same time, you guys don't even have an owner yet. So how the hell are you going to offer this guy a contract?
Relax, we're going to talk about that. Relax, it's coming.
I can't entertain the Chelsea argument until further steps have come, to plan first. However, I do think the Inter Milan one actually makes the most sense. I'm not saying it's the best move.
Yeah, that's the closest one.
Sense.
That's probably the closest one.
Yeah, it's probably the closest one because I see a lot of reasons why he would go there. One, mainly because he probably wants to stay in Italy, and I think Delit one time he described how football players are treated in Italy, and he said they're very revered, they're treated like God. So I can understand why a lot of players, Italian league players, like to stay in Italy, for that sort of like privilege or whatnot. But him going to Inter Milan, in my opinion, makes a lot of sense because Dzeko is not gonna. I don't think he has a future there after this season. Same with Alexis Sanchez. So he's gonna be playing with Lautaro Martinez, and he's gonna play with Tucu Correa. And I think considering those guys are the future of the national team, I don't know how much of a future Dybala has, but the fact that if they can build some sort of chemistry post Messi, Di Maria, after the World Cup or something, it actually beneficial in that sense for Argentina. So I can definitely see that there. They have obviously friends there.
It's crazy. I was just say he's 28. I mean, he's going to be 29 in November.
Yeah, of course. To me, the question with Dybala is not his ability. His ability is top notch. To me, it's not even the mentality, because I think what we have seen the last few months with all the tension going on with him and the board. I remember there was a time, it was actually a pretty badass scene when he scored. I think it was like a game tying goal or a game winning goal, and he was walking, didn't even celebrate, and he was just looking at that looked like out of a movie or something. Like he was just looking at them, walking them down. It was really sick. But I think he goes to Inter. I don't see it any other way. I don't
So Chelsea can get a playmaker.
I think you guys have bigger fish to fry.
Okay, look, let's get those, man. So says 3v3. Who wins? CR7, Zizou, Ramos, or Ronaldinho, Messi, Puyol? Ronaldinho, Messi, Puyol, because it's 3v3. closed circuits. Now, that's the thing. Is that CR7 or CR37?
No,
That's-
CR7. But you gotta remember, man.
I
Was
mean, they have
Or
Ramos
is
as
that
well. because-
R10?
No, but HH.
Yeah,
oh,
Dino.
uh,
So,
Oh, Dino.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, Dino.
oh.
The thing is that all three of their guys. See, if best version of CR7, he can play. So all three of the guys can play. Ramos also can play. Puyol, I don't think he has as much techers as Ramos can. But my thing though is that Messi and Dino in that setting.
Not only that, but Messi and Ronaldinho made a career of just disrespecting Ramos. So, yeah, I don't want to say too much.
Yeah, man. I think I'm gonna take the latter, man. And Promo says, who are you taking, Robin and Drogba or Hazard and Costa?
That's hard, man. You know what? Robin and Drogba.
That's difficult.
Robin and Drogba, because my thing is that Costa can't be fully relied upon. I have more faith in Robin and Drogba than Hazard and Costa. So remember, best version of Robin and Drogba, I'm taking Robin and Drogba, bro.
Is this for your team? You would take Robin and Drogba ahead of Hazard and Costa?
See, this is tough, man, because
because
man, Zad is that dude, man. But
And Diego is
Costa,
underrated.
Costa
He's
is
underrated.
Costa is a good finisher, so it's not like.
And remember, Pete Costa was that dude for.
Yeah, he
for
was.
Chelsea.
He was. HH. He was
But
that dude.
was Pete Costa as deadly as Pete Drogba?
I don't think he was as clutch though. I don't think he wasn't as clutch. But then but the guy can score goals, man.
I know. Okay, well, let's go. So, Josh Brown, what's the big deal, HH? He's going to your new Madrid. Take the highs with the lows. Also, explain why. Huh?
Yes.
Well, you guys have the same amount of wins.
So that's the thing.
Hold up.
Actually, this has been a disaster season, bro.
You telling me that you guys are already in top 4 fight? This is
6 points behind. That's what they are.
You gotta get that. You gotta get the next dub, man.
Joshua, you shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't have said that, Joshua. Some dubs don't need to be dubbed, Joshua. Thanks for adding to my dub depression, man. Cosimo, HH, have you seen the new? Oh, I think are they like from the Middle East?
I think the Bahraini guys or whatever.
I think they're from Bahrain. No, because what's it called? Hazem sent me a demo of a video of them, but I've not really seen it in detail. But yeah, Hazem sent me a video.
You got a billionaire owner?
I mean, let's be honest, if any club deserves $1 billion,
It's Chelsea.
No.
I agree, Ricardo.
I agree. It's Chelsea.
They're a football heritage.
Abdul, the comedian, jokes. Dybala, more like. Thanks. Jesus. David T on loan at Real Madrid. Ravel, no. David, no. David T, no. No Ravel Morris. No. Casey, teams with Lautaro couldn't get out of the CL group. He is crap and can only do well in a famous league like Tammy and Chiro. Stop defending him. Timo is better. Casey, can you remind me who balled against Brazil in a World Cup quarterfinal? Can you remind me who scored double figures of goals and assists last season to lead Inter to a league title? Casey, stop hating and worry about ensuring top 4. I already said 1-7. Thank you for the dub. Don't count it. Huh? To Newcastle. Newcastle looking for the marquee signing to announce.
Yes, HH.
No.
Could Newcastle get Dybala?
HH, I'm hearing Pogba
That would
to Newcastle.
actually be interesting.
We're gonna say Pogba wasn't on the docket, but we're gonna talk about Pogba. Pogba's gonna be the final top. We're gonna have yes, you better stay here. I need to talk about Pogba. If this guy gets Dybala, my Lord in heaven, man, that would be insane. All right, guys, let's talk about this kid, man. Let's talk about this kid. All right, here we go.
A kid or the kid?
The kid. Let's talk about the kid. Let's talk about the kid. Yes, what the?
No, that looks clean. HA, that looks clean.
Yes, you mute your back. Latest top down. I don't know how much to believe and so forth. So the latest topic is he's asking for a lot of cheddar. So apparently he's asking for a lot of cheddar. and Real Madrid have rebuffed his new wage demands. So there's this talk of what? PSG, Real, but I don't know what to believe. I told you, I only go via Fabrizio Romano, and until Fab says what's up, we have to chill. But you know what? You know what's crazy? If you asked me this like about a year ago, I'd have said, "Oh, he's off to Real Madrid. He's off." But with every week that passes, the pendulum seems to be in the middle, because with every week I'm like, could this guy potentially stay at PSG? Everything tells me he's leaving. LSG, the losers, unprofessional, messing up in the UCL, carrying this team, having no help. He wants the UCL. Everything tells me that Mbappe cannot remain in a team called LSG, who are incapable of winning the UCL. So tell me. But why, oh why, do I still think that he may stay at PSG? Because it seems too easy. Real Madrid, football heritage. Mbappe, your Algerian brother, they're a proper football club. They are professionally well run. There is literally a position waiting for you right there. And a frontline of Vini, Mbappe, and Benzema, that is a UCL in the waiting. So it seems simple. It seems simple. But here's my flip mode squad. What if Mbappe wants to be a legend? What if Mbappe is like, I am going to test loyalty to a whole new plateau? What if Mbappe is trying to write a narrative? I love movies. I love movies and I love a great narrative. There's not like a great story. I like say Mbappe, you know what? I want to invoke my inner Mario Puzo, my inner Quentin Tarantino, and so forth. My inner Oliver Stone, Spike Lee. What if I stay? Despite what everyone says, I stay. And what if I stay and I give PSG, Paris, where I'm from, France, a place I'm connected with, and I lead them to their first ever Champions League? That is the kind of legendary status I can never earn or attain or achieve at Real Madrid.
Yup.
These are the facts.
Yep.
These are the facts. But this is where it gets dicey. You're playing with fire. What if you're like, I'm going to be loyal? PSG, they keep failing. I'll be loyal, but they keep failing. And what if your star fades? Major injury, your form dips. What if a new guy arises? Real find another right midfielder who's now a star player, and Real actually win a UCL with another up-and-coming young player. Real, like, you know what? We're cool on Mbappe. We already have another superstar, and you miss your boat. What about that? You see, that's the nightmare scenario that Mbappe has to think about. Here's my thing. I don't know. Okay, let me give you two things right now. What's going to happen? What would I advise on Mbappe? Have advice on Mbappe. What should he do? You move to Real Madrid. Loyalty is overrated. Now, I may be wrong. People say you're a pessimist. You're looking at the glass half full. I honestly do not believe in the next 5 years PSG will win the Champions League, because I don't believe that PSG will do the proper restructuring that can lead them to a Champions League. So for that reason, I would say Mbappe, move to Real Madrid, as that is your best chance of getting that UCL Infinity Stone. That's my thing. What is going to happen? That's why I've got my brothers here with me in the panel. I don't know. 5 months ago, 6 months ago, oh, he's off to Real Madrid. Easy. He's off to Real Madrid 100%. As I'm thinking about it, as I'm contemplating, before I was like 80-20, he goes to Real Madrid. Now I'm on like 60-40, Real Madrid. But that number is shrinking because I think somewhere in Mbappe's head and scenario, he's like, I'm the king here. I'm the main dog here. I am the prince. I'm the huge. And especially after the season that Messi has come, So Neymar came. I was still the main guy. Neymar and Messi are both here. I'm still the main guy. And there is nothing better than being the head honcho. And maybe Mbappe likes that and wants to maintain that status. Let me come to my guys, man. Ricardo, talk to me, man. What's gonna happen? Because this guy could stay at PSG.
Yeah, I love this conversation. I actually have a lot with my friends who are Real Madrid fans, right? I do agree that there's kind of this weird thing that like maybe PSG actually have a chance to keep him. However, I do think that he's gonna go to Real Madrid. That's my gut feeling. I think this is kind of like the worst secret ever held. Like he's gonna go to Real Madrid. Now, I do agree, and I've said it before, that him going to Real Madrid, I think, is a far better, is more safe of a bet for him securing that Champions League because they have a better structure and institution as a club. I think he will get the Champions League there. However, it's like you said, if he wins Real Madrid's 14th Champions League, he is just another great player at a legendary club. Now, to be a legendary player at a legendary club like Real Madrid, I personally believe one Champions League is not satisfactory. That's just my opinion, right? Because, I mean, when you're looking at guys who some of the all-time greats of Real Madrid, you're talking about Di Stefano, you're talking about Raul, you're talking about Cristiano Ronaldo. And, that's not even looking at, like Zidane and like, stuff like that. But amongst the guys that this last generation of Real Madrid players, the Madrid, Benzema, Sergio Ramos, like these guys are immortalized in Real Madrid history because they are serial winners. Now, again, it's kind of what Klopp told Coutinho, like you can stay at Liverpool and become a legend at this club, or you could go to Barcelona and just become another great player in their history. And I think that's a very valid point, and that may be the case for Mbappe. Do I think Mbappe has the potential to be an all-time great, like an all-time Real Madrid legend? I personally think he does. I personally think if he goes to Real Madrid, he has more than one UCL with them, right? Now, then there's the PSG side of it. Like the reality is, if he goes to Real Madrid, he's probably going because he wants to play for his his dream club, and he probably wants to play with Benzema. But the reality is, how much longer is Benzema gonna be there? That's the real question. Now, if he stays at PSG, and this is what I said, winning PSG's first Champions League, especially in the city that's located where he was born and raised, that's different. Like only Mbappe or a Parisian will understand what it means for that club. Now, I don't know if he grew up being a PSG fan. I'm pretty sure he grew up being a Real Madrid fan, but for Mbappe, I think this guy, in a sense, I mean, he is the French golden boy. Like that, they adore this guy.
He's the face of France.
He's the face of France, not even just PSG, of France, right? So he's loved amongst the entire nation. For him to stay in France, win PSG, being the leading player, like even if maybe
because also remember, that is what Marseille will always hang over PSG.
Of course,
that we're the only French team to win the UCL.
No, of course. So for me, it's like this. Like I've always said this, and I still believe this. The only way PSG ever win a Champions League if Neymar is fit, because I still think Neymar is the best player on that team, and everything runs through him. Now, I don't think even if Mbappe leads PSG to a Champions League title, I don't even think he has to be the main man. I think he just has to be part of the front three or be one of because the reality is when he's playing with Messi and Neymar, there's probably more expectation on those two than there is on Mbappe because he is the golden boy. So he'll get a level of leeway compared to the other two because Messi is an Argentinian. Parisian fans don't have anything to love about Messi. They just kind of, we're employed by the club. You're supposedly the best player ever. I expect you to put your level and lead us to a Champions League. With Neymar, this is Neymar's project. Like, this is always Neymar's team. Neymar has the most pressure, in my opinion.
So, is it still Neymar's team or is it Mbappe's team?
In my opinion, if PSG is going to win the Champions League, Neymar has to be not only
the guy,
has to be the guy. So so to me, like I always say, till this project is pretty much done and dusted, Neymar is the one with the most pressure because he is the number 10. He is the marquee signing of this team. That's what I'm lying back on that now. That for Mbappe, like he can be the guy who leads them there, and all like more credit to him. But I don't think he has to be the alpha in this team because he wasn't signed to be the alpha of this team. I think he will be the alpha of this team when Neymar is gone, because then he's the man that follows
Oh
up.
no! I think no. Look, man. I think Ricardo is spitting because he's been the main guy, and what happened? They got knocked out in the round of
Of course, but I'm saying like
so-
Mbappe has a level of leeway because he's French, because it's Neymar's team, so people can overlook even if he has his flaws. Like, let's just be honest here. Imagine if that chance that Mbappe missed in the final, that was that. No, wait, no. Imagine that was Neymar missing that chance.
Oh yeah.
That would have been like, to be fair,
Well,
like
he did also miss a 1v1 though, but it was a bit harder than the one Mbappe had.
yeah, for sure. But what I'm saying is that sometimes when we talk about that finals, we kind of overlook what Mbappe missed and then kind of focus more on what Neymar could have done. But if had been the roles been reversed, I think there would have been a lot more highlight on Neymar missing that chance Mbappe had. But at the end of the day, that's history. But I think for PSG, like we're going to talk about this later, but it looks like PSG is going to get Pogba. So if they get Pogba, PSG might look back at bringing back Nkunku. Not sure how true that is, but he is Parisian himself. And then there's reports that I think Chouameni is probably going to go to Real Madrid. But it's like I said before, if PSG is looking to build their team around French talent, the same way I believe Bayern Munich does it with Germany, I think it could convince Kylian Mbappe that.
See, here's the thing, Ricardo. It's like, if you give me a team that has Messi, Neymar, Mbappe, Pogba, and you can't win a UCL with those players, there's something wrong in the world.
Oh,
now,
no, for sure.
Players, but this is the issue with PSG. How do you go from Tuchel to Pochettino? Why Pochettino? And I said it when he was hired, So
yeah, I mean, they definitely believe in the hype with Pochettino, but my thing is like, I think Mbappe is gonna wait to see what movements happen at PSG. Like, if they get a new manager, like I don't think they'll get Zidane in my opinion, but they'll get someone of a higher caliber. From what I've heard is that Antonio Conte is interested, but he doesn't want to work with Leonardo. So for me, the first domino that has to fall has to be Leonardo. If that happens, I think there is a level of satisfaction for Mbappe and the rest of the guys in the team. So if he leaves, I think, look, Antonio Conte, as much as we call him a European flop, there's no denying that he knows how to build a team, make a very consistent team, and become a very consistent over the league. And I think that's what sometimes PSG lacks because their league is so easy. But having sort of like a manager that can install, like, we play in an easy league, but there's still a level of structure there. Not only that, he has an identity when he plays. And this is going to be Antonio Conte's like first team that I would say that actually is of a high caliber since Juventus. I don't see how I think I just have to see how the dominoes fall for PSG, because needs to be more convincing on PSG side than Real Madrid side.
Zimon, what are you saying?
This is tough, man. This is difficult because I look at it as he is this in an interview. I think it was like 3 years ago. This guy was talking about being taking on more responsibilities, being that franchise player, being that guy that's the image of the club. And I just think to myself, in PSG, you look at your surroundings. You could say Neymar and Messi might have a bigger image than you as of right now, but you also got to think to yourself, if PSG are willing to build a team around me and people, and they're bringing in all these different talents, and you add in the added bonus that there could be a slight chance that Zidane comes in, and you're looking at their recruitment, they're recruiting talents around you, and you think to yourself, I can be the one to lead PSG to a Champions League. While on the other side, you're thinking, Real Madrid, I go there, of course, the number one component about Real Madrid is you are the face of a new project.
Yeah.
There are like
Actually, no. Yeah.
Benzema.
Yes, you're the face. You
Yeah,
are
yeah,
the
yeah.
face. Yeah.
Benzema is getting older. Modric is getting older. Cruz is
Vinny,
getting older.
Vinny is
Yeah,
too young, so he's a young
yeah,
up
yeah.
and
No,
comer.
Vinny. Yeah, and you'll have a more chance to be recognized as one of the world's best, just based on being voted as the best player awards. You'll win those individual awards, and as much as we want to say it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of judging players, which it doesn't, but it matters a lot to these players in terms of being recognized as being recognized for their individual achievements season by season. And I feel like with Real Madrid he might get more of those compared to PSG, which he has to majority of the times over deliver when it comes to just his outputs. So it's a toss up when you're looking at it, and if you're looking at it from Mbappe's eyes, and you're
Okay, so what should he do? Like, if you were like, let's say that, yo, Killian, this is what I think you should do: loyalty or the ambition and the security of this club that knows how to win UCLs, because that's what it's. It's literally a question of stay loyal and win the first one and become a super legend, or go with a tried and tested project.
Yeah, that's the number one question, and other factors that I don't think we necessarily put into consideration, which is like where his family, where do they want him to go, where it's just it's those things, because I'm hearing stuff like, and the news keeps changing, bro. It's like there's reporters that are saying, there's heavy links, he's going around Madrid, everyone knows about it, and there's other reports that are saying that he hasn't decided and he's in negotiation with PSG, just with
Oh, no,
PSG.
it's because I just read the report. I think this was on Eurosport that apparently he was demanding a huge wage demand and Real Madrid refused it. But we don't know what to believe. We don't know what to believe.
Yeah,
So
yeah, and the fact that I don't know, it seems like they're negotiating with his parent, and that they're trying to accommodate, they're trying to make things work out for him. They don't think it's completely over, but for me, you got to be thinking of it this way. It's also down to, are you more occupied with the history of wanting to be one of the greats, which you can be just based on your accomplishments. You've already done it at a World Cup. If you stay consistent for a decade for a team like Real Madrid, you're going to end up being in that list with all the greats. And there is certainly a debate, and you will win a Champions League, because Real Madrid's demands are going to be to win a Champions League.
yeah,
That's going to be their demand.
and also they're a properly run club. So if you were to put a betting chance, there's more chance of you winning the UCL with Real Madrid than with PSG.
Yeah, yeah. And then in the grand scheme of things, this tends to happen historically. Even if you end up becoming a Champions League winner, let's say you end up becoming a two-time Champions League winner, you're not going to necessarily, like it's going to take time for PSG to reach that. And once they do, if PSG ends up becoming a bigger club, you're going to be known as that iconic player that brought them to that situation, that made them who they are to future to future fans.
Because it's like, that's why it's so crazy, because winning that UCL for PSG and being the first one is going to hit. It's going to be more meaningful than winning anyone for Real Madrid.
He can essentially be their Di Stefano, that one person that brought them their first Champions League.
You go down in history forever.
Yeah,
forever. It doesn't matter how many they do. You were the first one to bring it in as a major superstar. You go down in history forever.
Yeah, yeah, and that's where it's tricky, even when it comes to legacy. Because you can say legacy, he'll have a better legacy with Real Madrid, but if he ends up breaking that curse and ends up winning multiple Champions League with PSG, and PSG end up becoming, a world-renowned team.
That's course. That's course is deep.
That's where the problem lies. As of right now, it's pretty hard. I don't know where his state of mind is, because reports keep conflicting, and
so okay. What do you think will happen? I honestly think
he's gonna go to Real Madrid. I think his heart is set on it. I think if anything, I mean, you got to be thinking like you're going to be able to link up with Benzema. You already had a great relationship with him at the Euros,
Yeah.
and just being able to connect with him. And you're thinking to yourself, they've already reached the semifinals in the Champions League. If I get there, I can.
So he's just gonna just leave Messi
Yeah,
and Neymar
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. And
That's
plus,
so rude.
you're going to be the defined face of a project, and
Mm.
you already have a supporting cast there of Chouameni might go there. You already have Camavinga that's there, Vinicius. So these are players that are relatively around your age that are going to grow with you in the project. So
Mm. Okay.
it's probably where he's gonna go. Personally, I would love him to stay at PSG
Oh,
for my own
hold on.
personal
Before I
reasons.
go to Yasir, why do you want to stay at PSG? Why?
Bro, if we end up keeping Danny Alves and these cats, PK and Jordi Alba, I would hate to see what he does to them in El Clasico, man.
Zeman, that's sick. That is sick. Okay, Yasir, talk over this guy. Yasir, talk.
HH, it's I do agree with you guys. I don't I'm in a situation where, like, okay, is he not, is he going, is he staying? Like, at one point I'm always certain, it's like, you know what, he's going through Real Madrid. I couldn't pretty much ignore this whole saga. Now I'm like, I don't know. I really don't know. And honestly speaking, I get the notion where, like, oh, if he wins a PSG a Champions League, while he is that dude, then he's gonna be go down in history, etc., etc.
Mm.
But, and this is a big but.
Mm-hmm.
When is Mbappe? This is this is almost a one, not once in a lifetime, but this is an opportunity for him to go to Real Madrid in his own terms. He's available this summer. He can go now. This is his dream club. I mean, from every French reporter, yes, he's from France. Yes, he's from Paris, but his dream club since he
Mm-hmm.
was a young kid was to play for Real Madrid.
Yeah.
This is the opportunity. The opportunity is here. Your free transfer. You can walk tomorrow. As soon as your contract is over, the date is over, you can legally sign on contract for your dream club. And that's the thing, HH. It's like, it's like, which one does he want more?
Mm.
Do you want to play for Real Madrid more, or do you want to win a Champions League for
What should,
Paris more?
if you're in his position, what would you do?
HH,
Loyalty, become a legend for all time, within PSG the first ever UCL, or go to your boyhood club and just be just another legend, leading Real Madrid to another UCL, playing for one of the biggest clubs in the world. If you were in his position, you're that dude, you're the face of football, you're the future for football. What do you do? Loyalty, or
it's hard.
let's just get this Infinity Stone.
I think it's hard to say no to Real Madrid. I'm sorry. Like, I feel like as football fans, we've been watching football for a very long time.
Mm.
Every one of all the great players, like almost all the great players, play for Real Madrid.
Yeah.
It's almost like, how do you say no to Real Madrid? And it's like, okay, it's like, oh, and then it's like for Paris, like, it's not like he didn't try. It's not like he didn't do, like, I mean, he tried.
He tried, bro.
But
Yes,
then
he
it's like,
tried. He tried.
so it's like year after year after year after year after year, and it's like, Neymar doesn't, like, honestly speaking, is Neymar serious about winning Champions League? Is Messi serious about winning Champions League? Ramos has not played a single game in the Champions League. I don't believe he did. And it's like, you look at the situation and it's like, okay, they bring Pogba, but okay, even if you bring Pogba,
Who's the
it's
manager? What's the structure? Is Leonardo still
exactly
there?
HH. All that. It's like, and how sure are people that Pochettino is not going to be the manager next season? Because let's be honest, he's still there.
Yeah.
HH, Pochettino is still there, and he should have been sacked a long time ago. So you look at all that, HH, you're like, okay, you get to play with Benzema that you have an unbelievable relationship with. Foreign Real Madrid fans absolutely adore you right now. They cannot stop talking about you. You're gonna be that guy. You're gonna be following in the footsteps of the greats of the greats. You're gonna be following the footsteps of one of the most decorated French player of all time, Zinedine Zidane. HH is like, if he doesn't go now, in his head is probably thinking, if I don't go now, and a lot of football career is short. HH, they're not long all the time. Messi or Ronaldo, all the time, they're just anomalies. HH.
And I didn't know when you're going to get a major injury or a big
Exactly,
injury.
HH.
That can
So
derail you.
this is your opportunity to go now. I believe he goes.
HH.
Yeah.
But for the amount of money this guy is being offered at PSG, I mean, I think it's like it goes both ways, because it's like you're stupid if you don't go to Real Madrid because it is Real Madrid, but at the same time, you're kind of stupid for saying no to the amount of money PSG is offering you. Like, yes, he will still be rich.
Hold on. Wait. Why are you stupid for saying no to the money if your main ambition is purely sporting and not financial?
Because
Mbappe is good. Like,
No,
Mbappe financially is good, even if you look at the sponsorships as well. So he doesn't need any money.
For sure. I mean, but it's easy to say that when we don't have that level of money. Like, I think it's one thing to actually be in that position than actually just think about it. And Mbappe's in that position. It's kind of like with the whole situation with Neymar. You were stupid to leave Barcelona because they had everything down. You were gonna succeed. You were gonna be the next man for this team. You had everything down. I think Barcelona would have probably won more Champions League had Neymar stayed. However, you'd also be stupid to refuse the amount of money PSG was offering you at the time. Because at the end of the day, this is just a career. It's just a career. So it's like, you can create a legacy, but my God, the amount of money this guy is being offered is ridiculous. Like, it's ridiculous.
But Ricardo, here's the thing, though. People also need to forget this aspect of it. The biggest thing for me is Neymar.
How so? What do you mean?
Here's the thing: is like, because when Neymar, there was a period of time. It's like the idea when he talks to Neymar. What does Neymar tell Mbappe to do? Like heart to heart, heart to heart, face to face.
Neymar doesn't care. Because look,
But
when you watch that documentary and so forth, Neymar's prime focus is the World Cup, bro. You see, I wasn't even going to talk about Neymar. How do you know that Neymar's going to be here next year?
But
remember, this is a guy that's didn't he buy out his contracts with Barcelona and so forth? Neymar can just easily renege his contract and just say, "Oh, I'm off to Brazil." Neymar's main focus is World Cup. He'll see what happens, and bro, he better just say, "Well, see, it's tricky though, because remember, the World Cup starts after the first half of the next season. So, just as for me, I don't think Neymar is invested in PSG anymore.
I'm not saying like in terms of if Neymar can perform, or I'm talking about if Mbappe is having a doubt about what he should do. And I don't know if he's gonna do this, but say he does this and he talks to Neymar and say, "Hey, Nate, what up, dude? How you doing, man?" And ask him, "Hey, man, what should I do?" And what do you believe Neymar would tell him to do?
No, okay. Neymar will be like, "Hey, look, man, I'd love if you stay and everything, but I don't." He would say, "I'd love you for you to stay," but I don't think he'll say it with any true conviction. Like if Mbappe asked this, like let's say a year ago, or 2020, Neymar was like, "Bro, what the hell you do? We can win the UCL." Yeah. I think that's when just look at Neymar's body language and everything. He'll be like, I don't think Neymar will be truly fighting to keep Mbappe or so forth. I mean, because he's like, guys, like, I just don't think he's that invested, bro. I don't think Neymar is that invested. So I think, and Mbappe may be that way. Neymar is not really that invested. Messi is just here, just doing his thing, bro.
He's there for the vibes.
so that's my point.
That's what Yasser. I didn't say it. Yasser said Messi was there to retire. I didn't say that.
No, but
Yasser said it.
But that's my point.
I'll share his Twitter link. Messi fans. I'll share his Twitter link.
So that's my point. It's like, because the thing is like that. The prime example for Mbappe should be Neymar. Neymar came to PSG to do what? To win the Champions League, to make a statement.
Yeah.
And even Neymar at a point regretted his decision for coming. If like God, he probably will not say this publicly, but in privately, Neymar regret going.
No. I mean, guys, I level with you. Like, just hearing what Yasser is saying, it would be weird if Mbappe stays, because you have one guy in Neymar who's like, this guy has already mentally checked out. You're looking at a Messi guy who he's now winding down. His best years have left him. So one guy, his best years have left him. Another guy, he's mentally checked out as well. To say, why am I here again?
Yeah.
Why should I stay? Because for Real Madrid, Vini is hungry. Benzema is hungry. These guys are hungry. They're in their prime. They're ready to- And Real Madrid is just a club in which they are very active about winning the UCL, and they operate in a very different way. And for Mbappe, and I think for Mbappe, you need that. PSG is unprofessional. PSG, it's a holiday camp. So far. Let me take this job. Let me take these jobs. Your boy, yeah. Mbappe can do that, but first, the sale declining players, superstars 2, buy some quality players, 3, build around Mbappe, 4, new coach, 5, good luck.
I think a new coach and a sporting director should be first.
Yeah, no. Basically, the sporting director, that's the main thing. Look, you should always try and be optimistic here. There is a way that I don't think PSG will win the UCL, not because they just have this thing. Because we said they have a cost. Let's do that for a laugh. But jokes aside, they're not going to win it because of how they are structured. If they have a proper sporting director, a proper manager with some pedigree, not Pochettino, who is given full control, what he says goes. Of course, they can win it.
I think the best way to put it is that this PSG team definitely has the talent to win it, but they don't have the brain to win it.
They don't have the brains. The talent is there. And talent alone, which is just why the UCL is so difficult, because the Galacticos, the original ones, what's it called? Figo, Roberto Carlos, Ronaldo, they were supposed to win like 4 or 5 UCLs.
Yeah.
It's so funny, right? It's so ironic and funny. Previously we talked about Chelsea. And you said to us that what Thomas Tuchel did with that Chelsea side is a miracle.
Yeah.
And what did PSG do? PSG sacked that manager. When
PSG did that, all sympathy left the building. I was like, that's his peak stupidity. And who was responsible for it? Leonardo.
Yeah.
So So because you followed with Leonardo, who had nothing to do with you reaching the final, Tuchel is the guy that has to work. That's how you know that this club has issues. Wait, hold on. Let me see this. Yes says, what about Prime CR7, R9 Bale, or Neymar, Dino, Messi?
Is this like a futsal game?
Yeah, futsal.
Okay, well, it's pretty obvious who.
Bale is not R9 though. But
no cap, man. I like Bale, but.
Take out Bale.
Yeah, I've got to go with Neymar, Dino, and Messi, bro. That's too much techers, man.
Take out Bale there, put Zizou there, then Zizou.
Then you have something. Then you have something. Yes. So if you put Zizou there, R9 and Peak CR7, then I'll take them. Then there. That's too much heavy duty. Last one, Rosario. Dybala should blame his agents for getting greedy instead of accepting the offer that was given to him. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Juve move on. But look, bro, you see, for me, I think even before the money thing, I still think Dybala is just fed up, bro. I think he needs something new. Look at what's happening to Juve. Like, Juve, they're declining. They're not really moving forward right now. Yeah. So I think for Dybala, is like, beyond the money thing, I think it's time for me to just jet,
So is Juve just not that club anymore in Italy?
No. They'll come.
Be look. They'll be back, bro.
No. AC Milan, where for like a decade. Now, so Juve, few years, they'll come back up. But I think for the next few years, they're going to feel look, they're fighting for top 4 at the moment right now. So that's how they're falling. Dr. Bell, how odd is it that the number 10 has disappeared in an era when attackers are protected like never before? Imagine Dino or Maradona. See, here's the weird thing. I say imagine Dino or Maradona or Ariel Ortega or like Gucci in this era. But the formations don't suit them. But like, let's say if you put Gucci in this era right now, or like a Dino, with how attacking it is and so forth, and how open it is, bro, they will feast. But the formations aren't there for them to now say what's up. That's the issue.
But HA, I disagree with that, because I believe the number 10s back then, with their footballing IQ and their intelligence, I feel like they will adapt to the game today. I genuinely believe that. I believe.
To be honest, Dino would actually flourish as like a winger, as like an inverted, like give him creativity on the flank.
So as an inside forward.
Give him creativity on the flank and tell him to do his thing over there. this guy would absolutely flourish. He would absolutely be killing fullbacks.
Yeah,
in
no.
modern era.
Look, say no. A quality player could like. Remember, Maradona was dribbling guys when you got a yellow card for committing homicide.
Yeah,
You got a yellow for committing homicide, bro. And Maradona was dribbling guys where muddy pitches, uneven, guys were hacking him down. Imagine Maradona in this era. See, people think that, oh, Maradona was doing craziness when they were hacking it, when they say, bro, break his legs. I mean, and this is after doing cocaine as well. So imagine Maradona fully sober in this era where like it's about dieting and so forth. The guy would be insane.
yeah, he
Like-
would kill people left and right, man.
Yeah, I mean, HH, like, you know, even like, I mean, you go with to Maradona, but then, I mean, that's extreme, HH. Like, we talk about Maradona here.
Yeah.
But say, like, for example, you know, you look at a player like Prime Ozil in this Arsenal team. You think he's not going to play over Odegaard and Emma Smith Rowe? Like, come on, guys. Like I feel like the number 10
man.
today, HH.
Ozil was a guy who like that at his peak, man. That guy did
Him
some
at
things,
Real,
man.
him at Real Madrid, that oh man, he was beautiful to watch.
No,
at Real
he's-
Madrid.
And you don't have listen, you don't have players like that, bro.
No.
Players who they just have a space. You're there just to create. You're just there just to play make.
I mean, we have KDB, but
Z-man.
I know, HA. We're not going to speak about him. But
We're not going to speak.
Apparently
I don't want
that's
to insult
Thiago.
KDB, but
me
we're talking
too.
about
I don't-
techers, bro.
I don't want to insult him. I just wanted to bring up that this guy's like, creative maker. But
There we go.
How good
That's
is he?
how far we've now
that's
fallen, bro.
yeah, that's ridiculous.
There was an argument. There was an argument on social media that went crazy. The argument was between Thiago, who's a better footballer, Prime Thiago, or Prime Fabregas.
Oh my God.
So wait, Thiago Alcantara.
Thiago Alcantara or Prime Fabregas. Can you believe that was a debate, HH?
You know what I'll say? I'll say this.
That's
that
crazy, man.
I'll say that Thiago is literally the perfect embodiment of when you combine a Spanish and Brazilian player. It's so weird. Like he's a perfect embodiment of
yeah,
that.
no, it's like, of course, Thiago is overall. First of all, Thiago, he's Brazilian. That's okay. He's Brazilian. He's actually a Brazilian. So there's obviously Brazil tax and so forth. Fabregas was a role player. I told you, Fabregas, man, in terms of passing,
This
guy
guy's
was
passes were
superb.
money.
Like if you look at the case of like executing precision passing and so forth of through balls, he was amazing. Like so, that was the thing. Fabregas was the guy where like which is the issue? We don't have specialists. Who are the specialists? Who's the guy where I specialize in this? Well, we don't have any special. Remember, Snyder, I specialize in through balls. Ozil, I specialize in. We have no specialists. We just have guys who are just like, okay, we press, we do this, we do that. Everybody's like everyone is like a jack of all trades, master of none.
Yeah.
But then there's
So-
there's people like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm mentioning his name.
Oh, God.
But there's people like Jorginho.
Oh my god.
He's
Wait,
a
hold on.
specialist
I
in side
know.
passes,
I
man.
got you.
He's a specialist in side
I know.
passes.
I got you.
No,
It's no. And also no. Zima, do you know what's so big? See, I love this conversation. That shows how far footballer has
yeah,
fallen.
that's what I'm saying, bro.
The
He's a
fact that
specialist.
this man, which is why it's so important that I have these jerseys here, because these jerseys just remind me that, wait a minute, just relax. So this is just a reminder of like, let's relax. The fact that clown won a best player award and some dumb, dim-witted Chelsea fans were like, well, he did it, we don't, knows that, yeah, something's wrong here. Something is like him winning any kind of individual award. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. Like, hold on, let me get this done. Your boy Patrick. All these people that keep saying Mbappe won't go to Madrid are scared deep down inside. Mbappe will make Madrid great again. All other teams be aware. No, bro. I still say that it is more likely he goes to Real than PSG. But I'm just asking, the PSG, him staying, it's a possibility. Or because a possibility doesn't mean it'll happen, but just say like, let's just admit there's a possibility there.
So, I got a question, and this is for all the Real Madrid fans in the streets. If Mbappe stays at PSG, whether it's like a short-term contract, like maybe like 2-3 years or whatever, is this like the final opportunity for Real Madrid fans to be like, okay, either come or you're not, or we're moving on? Because I feel like Real Madrid fans,
like they're not gonna wait another 2 or 3 years for this guy. Like it's either
No.
now or never, or they're
Yeah.
moving on.
No, because if he doesn't come, Real will find someone else. And when they find someone else, especially if they now win a UCL with someone else, boom. Like, why do we need you now? We already have. So you have to make sure that you don't really miss your boat.
Are you saying that Mbappe needs Real Madrid more, or Real Madrid
Yes,
needs
without a
Mbappe
doubt.
more?
Ricardo, I say this. Okay.
See, here's the thing right now. I believe City will go to the final. I believe we're going to get Liverpool City final. But in an alternate universe, Ricardo, what if Real make that final?
Yeah, but do they win though? Because if they lose, it's kind of like, oh well, maybe.
No,
Ricardo, Real Madrid doesn't lose the final though.
If Real win that final,
oh man, that's
Mbappe is flying. You know Star Trek, like where those transporters.
Yeah,
He'll get a transporter. He'll transport himself to Paris' office and he'll handcuff himself. Say, either I sign now, or I'm sleeping in your wife's bed. So basically, it'd be like a threesome. Basically, me, your wife, and this would be me, you, and your wife. So unless you don't want a threesome with me, I'm signing right now tonight. But look, that's not going to happen. Madrid are not winning at UCL.
But HH, on Ricardo's point, I can almost guarantee you, if Real Madrid does not sign Mbappe, I can almost guarantee you Mohamed Salah will be a Real Madrid player. Without a doubt.
Mohamed Salah.
No,
yes,
no,
I can guarantee you, bro.
Nah.
They'll go for Salah, bro.
Nah.
I don't know.
Hold on. I said it.
Wait, hold on. Let me make this sure. Yes says go to Madrid, win 2 CLs, go to PSG in your prime again. Back to PSG, I don't know, bro. I don't know about that. Bro. I don't know about that. Half hopes on alcohol. What if Prodigy never wins the UCL? Real 2203.
It literally says
wow.
drunk opinions tax.
Yeah. I know what he said.
That would be insane.
That'd be a quite situation if he never wins the Champions League.
Now let me now talk about this real. Let's talk real, guys. Let's talk real. It's time to go talk real. It's time to talk real. So here we go. It's time to talk real, man. Guys, it gets real. It gets fully real right now. Let me just get my thing all settled down. Now, I'm not racist. Let's start there. Misha, can I please have all mics muted, please? I don't want people to be laughing and so forth. Yeah, see that means you as well. I want to start first for saying this. I'm not racist. Shout out to Will Hambley, he's white. Shout out to your boy Faisal, he's half white. And I have some other guys who are white as well. So I'm not racist. I love all white people. I think Brad Pitt is cool. I love mayonnaise. I love country music. I like
Eminem.
I like surfing. I like milk and cookies. Shout out Z-Man. And I like Starbucks. I love Starbucks and so forth. So I love my white brothers out there because I believe that we have to be one as a whole because I believe in one race. That being said, I feel that Chelsea needs to be black again. Chelsea needs to be black again. I feel when you look at Chelsea's most important players, Drogba, Ashley Cole, Essien, So I look at Lewis Hamilton and Serena, two icons of their sport, two giants of their sport, and I feel that this could be a great thing to happen to Chelsea. Let's talk PR. See, I did a 1-year course in PR or international marketing, and PR is very important. Now, when people think Chelsea, what do they think? Racism, racist fans, and so forth. This would be a power PR move. Lewis Hamilton and Serena, part owners of Chelsea, that would change the whole makeup of Chelsea completely, and especially, it would make Chelsea a lot more desirable. It would make them a lot more desirable. I just change cameras real quick. So I feel that this would be a great move. I think this would be a great move. A great move, and even more so an important move. Now, look, it is imperative that Chelsea gets ownership as soon as possible. That's imperative. But it's not about getting the owners as soon as possible with transfers. It's about getting the right owners. The right owners are very key. But I'll be real with you. Now, I don't know who Martin Broughton is. I don't know what his agenda is. So my question about this is transfers. Will there be money to buy players? So I don't know whether black, white, Cuban, Asian, this is a place I want to spend a few days in. Will Smith, Miami, that was his, okay? I don't care who is coming in. Will there be money to buy players? So now that goes even beyond risk, because the number one thing for Chelsea is I need players. I need transfers because Chelsea need 6-7 new players. Chelsea need pretty much a whole new team this summer. That's very key. But put that to one side. As a guy with brown skin, if I realize that Hamilton and Serena, two guys who I idolize for what they've achieved in their sport, if these guys are part owners of my club, bro, this is great news. Because if this happens, all that racist crap is over. You can't be, all that racist crap is over. It's a done deal. It's a done deal. So, here's my thing, and I'll open up to the guys. This could make or break Chelsea Football Club. The owners of Chelsea could make or break Football Club. I understand this whole thing of Russia, Ukraine, and everything, but let's keep it strictly football. This is not a political show. This is a football show. Abramovich is a big reason why Chelsea were so successful. Without Abramovich and his decision making, Chelsea don't win the trophies that they do. Bram was the main reason why Chelsea won all the trophies that they did during his tenure. These are facts. We're never getting another Bram. Chelsea fans, it is what it is. Whenever Bram was a unique owner, he's one of the greatest owners of all time. It's him and Perez as the two greatest owners in modern times. No one comes close to what those guys did. So Chelsea are never getting a Bram. But we can hope for the next best thing. And the next best thing is someone who can just support the manager in a transfer market, because there is an upside. Bram was amazing, but there is an upside. Bram wasn't perfect. And one thing that Bram wasn't, and his weakness was sustainability. Sustainability. Look at Klopp, look at Pep. I think Tuchel is the right manager. Because I think Tuchel, there is a quality manager there. Because you saw what he did with taking PSG to their first UCL final, winning the UCL with Chelsea. But he needs his team. This isn't Tuchel's team. He needs his team. And Chelsea need owners that's 150% support Tuchel and his vision, the way Klopp's vision is supported, the way Pep's vision is supported. That is imperative. It's imperative. Bob Percy speaking, bro, I wouldn't say no to Lewis Hamilton and Serena. Because from a PR point of view, I'm sorry, Chelsea need a little bit of color. Chelsea need a little bit of color. Shout out to my white brothers out there. Chelsea need a little bit of color up in that piece. And let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Shout out to John Terry. Shout out to Lampard. Shout out to you guys. Drogba is Chelsea's greatest legend. I'm sorry. I love Lampard. I don't love Terry. But Drogba is Chelsea's great. Drogba is that guy. So it's only fitting that Chelsea bring the into the ownership for Chelsea. It's very key. Let me open it up. I wanna come to Z-Man. Z-Man, talk to me. Talk to me.
Yeah, man. Black ownership, huh?
Times are changing, man. Times are changing.
Yeah, bro. So I don't know how the true Chelsea fans will feel about this.
Oh, screw those bastards,
This
man.
situation, man. Is the ownership going to be announced the same time that Kendrick Lamar drops his album? Is he part of the ownership as well?
Oh, give me look. That's a May 13th. This is going to be announced before May 13th, bro. Come on, man.
No, bro. That as great as that is, they're going to be a part of an investment group, I believe.
Yeah,
So,
Martin Broughton is the guy.
yeah. So I'm thinking to myself, like, because I know that I know that one of the key components in order to be an owner is the fact that you have to be willing to spend money as soon as as soon as you're handed the keys to Chelsea. And I'm just thinking to myself, what are the benefits? What are the benefits to these celebrities to invest in this group? To be a part of this group investment, because there's going to have to be some type of payout. They're not doing this because they love Chelsea or they've been Chelsea fans since they were kids, and then they're trying to help their club in need. There has to be some form of benefit or financial gains from this, and the questions like that will be answered. I'm sure that my problem is like the investment, bro, because the next owner has
No,
to be.
because I think isn't LeBron still a part owner of Liverpool?
Yeah. He's a minority owner, so
Yeah.
so
Look, you didn't have to use the word my minority, man. Come on.
No, but in this case, I'm like, I don't know if a group investment is the right way to go for Chelsea, because I'm thinking to myself, how much will they invest and what are the outcomes they want? Are they going to be stingy in terms of what the amount of spending you can get? Because there's no brand. There's no brand that's just gonna spend without.
See, man, let's be real. Chelsea have to just accept that this is going to be downhill. So it's sort of like, okay, I don't mean to be rude, but I think we're late enough in everything. Do you want to be ripped with or without lube? So my thing is that, relax.
What'd you say?
No, I didn't say anything. So basically, see, man. So my thing is, you're gonna take punishments, but at least try to lessen the punishments in the best way possible. You're not gonna get a guy who spends as frivolously as Bram did, because Bram, let's be real, his money was got from very interesting means.
Yeah,
but what you want is someone who can, at the very least, support Tuchel's vision in the best way possible. Let's just keep it simple, man. What Klopp has is what the owners that Klopp have. That is what I think Chelsea could go for. Where they're not so free with the money, but if you push them, they'll eventually give in. They'll eventually give in. And look, Klopp has had to do a bit of hand wringing, but at the end of the day, they've been able to push away the funds after a little bit of back and forth. That's what you hope for Chelsea. What you don't want is a Kroenke situation or a Daniel Levy situation. That's the nightmare scenario.
Yeah, well, the most important thing is like the structure. Like, of course, when you're the new owner, you want to make some changes. We want this to have your own spin to it. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, when it comes to Chelsea structure, there's a bunch of Chelsea fans that weren't necessarily that satisfied with Bram, just in terms of the way he would handle transfers, the way you guys would go after players, and it felt like there was no plan. And I'm just wondering, like, with a new owner, there's definitely going to be structural changes, and how impactful are those structural changes? And even those are questions that I have. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Members hang out. Yeah, listen, man. Those are the questions I have, and I'm still wondering, like, what, like, genuinely, when you're going to become an owner of Chelsea Football Club as a football institution, what guarantees have they had, or are they just doing marketing saying that we are Chelsea, or or that type of stuff.
You mean supposed to Lewis Hamilton and Serena?
Yeah. I'm talking about that ownership group that they belong to. I'm sure they would both, incline to do commercials for an investment they made. But
Oh no, it's not. Look, you don't invest in something if you're not going to get back something. That's just a fact. So, see, I said that it's great for PR vision. Wow, Lewis Hamilton, Serena, two prominent black sports people in their field. So it's great for PR, which Chelsea need a lot of. But if we now talk about the nuts and bolts, business, transfers, how much Tuchel going to be supported? Can he get all of his targets? I'll be real with you. I don't trust anybody, because whether it's the Todd Bowley guy or whatever can say, "Oh yeah, I'll support you," I don't believe you, because you could obviously you'll say that to get into the door. Once you're into the door, you're like, "Oh, I lied." It's like what Levy did with Hurricane. Yeah, sure. When it comes to, yeah, I lied. Now what? So.
Yeah, that's a tough situation. And are they the front runners, or is this a case of where there are other contenders? It's just
Oh no,
there
are other contenders in there. I mean, I think they're saying the Torboli guys, but basically, it's all up in the air. It's all up in there. So, I mean, but here's the thing, Z-Man. This needs to be done as quick as possible, bro. That's my thing. This needs to be done as quick as possible because, bro, Z-Man, we need reinforcements because Chelsea just need to know where they stand. That's my thing. They need to know exactly where they stand, because if you don't know where you stand, then you don't know who's coming in, who's going out, and so forth. So
yeah, that's a big question. And
yes, you
plus,
talk to me, bro. Yeah, sorry, go again. Sorry, go again.
Yeah, you guys. I'm guessing there's still some American owners. I know that the main priority one, that guy, he fought out with his final.
Yep. Z-Man?
Z, you there?
Yo, Z?
I think he got kidnapped. I don't know.
Yeah. I think okay. I think he got kidnapped. Okay, yes, you go for it. Yes, you go for it.
HH, it's how valuable is the story? Is it actually a thing?
Oh no. What's it called? Lewis Hamilton was doing Formula One press, and they actually asked him, and Lewis Hamilton said, "Yeah, like he's involved." So Lewis Hamilton
absolutely.
Said, "Yeah."
I don't know. This is like a great. I like this. I really do like this HH. It adds a little bit to Chelsea. Like it's nice, Like you have, do you have the Formula One Lewis Hamilton?
Wait. Yes, is there like a TV on behind you?
No, I'm at the crib. So
okay. All right.
I apologize. Is there background noise?
Yeah. I can just hear a little bit of. I can hear someone just talking a little bit at the background.
Give me 1 second.
Okay, what it does that? Ricardo, go for it.
I might get interrupted as well. No, I'm playing.
Yeah.
Because it's very interesting. I find it very interesting that Lewis Hamilton is investing, because I believe he is an Arsenal fan.
Yes,
as far as I'm aware. So I don't know. I just looked it up, and apparently his rival Max Verstappen made a statement saying that he finds it very weird because he's a PSV fan.
Okay.
He would have absolutely not even entertained the idea of trying to own Ajax. So I think it's a bit weird, but I guess at the end of the day, money's money.
No, but here's the thing though. I believe that. See, they are fans, and they're sort of like casual fans. I think he's a very casual fan because he basically told his story. It's not like he just likes football, general, and everything. And he just supported many different teams when he was super young. Then his sister says, "No, you have to stick to a team." So his sister sort of bullied him into supporting Arsenal. So I think it's just one of those things where it's like, like Arsenal, they're a team, but you don't really.
Are you telling me he doesn't really love Arsenal? He secretly loves Chelsea?
No.
No. I don't know.
No. I think he loves just sport and he loves football. I don't think he loves a team.
I'm looking at this more of the fact it's an opportunity to make money. I really don't get why Serena Williams is involved. I'm pretty sure she doesn't know jack shit about football, but I'm sure they're just part of some sort of like sport investment type team or whatever. But I don't know. You might be right that it might just be more PR than anything, because I mean they're going to be minor investors. I mean, obviously pun on the minor, but so I mean, how much say do they really how much say do they really have? Probably nothing. More like some like LeBron James with Liverpool or with Jay-Z with the Brooklyn Nets. I think they're just there for definitely for the PR, and then whoever else is backing these guys. But I don't know, man. I don't think this is serious. I think it's just this definitely isn't. If
Oh, no, no,
anything.
no, no. I think. So here's the thing. I doubt. I said it should be great for peer, but I don't think the bid is going to win. That Martin Brownson, nah, man. I don't think his bid is that
So
strong.
are the Ricketts family still
No,
in?
no, they're out. I
No,
think
Oh, they're out.
they're out.
Oh, because I was really excited for them because
I'll show you
this
where, I'll
this
show you.
racist club needs to get all these Islam devout Muslims in this team. They need to leave, man. They need the true colors of Chelsea are coming out.
Ricardo, meet your mic, man. Yes, it talks to me, man. Yes, it talks to me.
No,
Yo,
no,
can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
yeah,
we
we
can
can
hear
hear
you
you,
now.
bro.
We
You
can hear you.
good? You okay, bro?
Yeah,
No,
did you get kidnapped?
I was
Zim-
about to talk about the Ricketts, and then
The
Zeman,
Ricketts got you.
Zeman, blink twice if you're okay, man. Blink twice if you're okay.
Well, I don't know. Maybe meet on meet off or something. Okay, cool. It's okay. Yes, it talks to me.
No, HH, at the end of the day, actually, I mean, I like this. I'm a fan of Lewis Hamilton. Shout out to Lewis Hamilton. I'm
Yeah.
a huge fan of Serena Williams.
Mm.
Tennis is one of the sports I actually like watching. So,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I love tennis, man.
So shout out, like if they have invested, if they're trying to be in, like trying to have anything to do with the Chelsea in terms of investment, this is a good idea. I mean, these are two individuals that personify winning. And like I get the fact that they don't know, and they probably don't know a lot much about football. And probably Lewis Hamilton is probably knows a lot more. Who knows? Maybe Serena Williams does know. I don't know, but
He's an Arsenal fan. He doesn't know much.
but then in reality, they're two individuals that are driven by winner. They're winners.
Yeah.
I mean, that's at the end of the day, like that's what you want in terms of investors, in terms of the people that buy your footballing club, the people that's involved with that. You want those people to their sole focus is about winning, and these two pretty much personify winning. Like these two are like the epiphany of winning. Like these. Like we should like. I'm not even gonna get into their careers because everyone knows it. They're legends. They're legends in their respective sports. So, so this is a positive thing for Chelsea. And Chelsea fans. You want as much people involved to be winners.
But yeah, but let's keep it real. PR is one thing, but the real thing is transfers, support. Will the manager's vision be given the 100% support? That's the real thing.
But
That's the main thing.
It's
So
also
so Tuchel wants A, B, C, and D. Is he going to get A, B, C, and D? That's the real.
But like you said something that was very interesting. You said Roman Abramovich is a one in a lifetime owner. The guy, that doesn't come around at all.
No.
If not, like he doesn't come around. That's the simple fact. So you want so like you said, the next big thing. You just at this point, what you want is a group of people, team, individual, whatever, that their sole focus is about winning. So everything they do, whether it be right or whether it be wrong, their intention is about winning, not about making money. Because that's like literally there's two roads you can go in terms of owning a football club. Making money road, where you all you think about is making money, and if we win, winning is secondary, or winning is the absolute priority. And if they go that way, then even if they don't make the right decision to make mistakes, it's about winning. They can fix those mistakes. They can make better. They can learn from this mistake. And the reality is, what they want to do is they want to win. So, I get this is PR,
but my thing though is that how invested will they be on wanting to win? It's one thing wanting to win in your lane and in your sports, and it's another thing in another different sports of something you're a part of wanting to win there. So I think we read too much into, hey, they win in the sports, they want to win. Bro, LeBron look at what LeBron has done in the NBA and so forth. How much does LeBron really give a damn about what Liverpool do? Let's be real. Does LeBron really give a damn about what Liverpool do? He just likes it because, hey, it's Liverpool. It's a great... So for me, let's be real. This is business.
Yes.
This isn't about... That's why people say, oh, but he's an Arsenal fan. Who cares? This is about business. It's purely business, And I think, yes, this is culture to accept. Bram was
Exactly, HH.
just special because Bram was a guy where he's a fan. It wasn't about business. And no, this is my team, and I want my team to succeed, and I want my team to win trophies because he's a football fan, and he wants his football team to be successful. You're not gonna; those owners don't come around very often. Those are special owners. Most 99.9999999% of owners, main priority is business.
Yes.
And winning is secondary. That's 0.1% are the Sheikh Mansours. Let's keep it real. Is Sheikh Mansour, Bram, and Perez. Those are the guys who are like, oh no, it's about winning. And it's about winning trophies. Everyone else, it's about freaking business, bro. So it's the sad reality, man.
No, HH, it's like you said, HH. It's like with Chelsea fans, I feel like at this point, you just have to accept that you just gotta hope that these owners, as much as they're in it for the business, they also, I mean, to be honest, like you can have it both though. I agree that you can have it both. You can be focused on the business aspect of it, but if you implement and you put the right people to do the job for you, the right people, like the right person, the right footballing director, the right scouts and everything, and you say, listen, you guys deal with it, and I deal with the business aspect of it, then yes, it could work, HH. It could really work.
But how likely is that? Pretty unlikely, but hold up. So Gogo says, GOAT duo, CR7 Messi or Pele Messi or CR7 Maradona. But in terms of what, though?
What kind of question is this?
Yeah, it's like, but it's you have to. Well, look his name.
I will go with that. I think Maradona Messi is the answer.
Yeah, well, well, that's not one of the options, though.
Yeah, that's my point. I don't want to answer this question.
All right, your boy Mo says, Odegaard is a hybrid of both old 10s and new 10s. Are we rating Odegaard that highly?
No, not yet.
No,
Not yet.
I personally don't
He's a
rate him that
good
high.
talent. He's a good talent.
Yeah.
It's very good times, but
Is
let's
he really
bro,
though? Is he like?
Yes, yes,
is
he
his
is.
there's
role
something there.
slightly
There's
better?
something there.
Yes.
Whoa.
I mean,
No. There's something there. I'm not saying it's amazing, but I look at Odegaard and I know there is something there. There is a talent there, but I don't think he's like, oh, jeez, this guy's one of them. But the guy is good. The guy is good, bro. Casey. HH called him Luke Hill. You didn't rate him at PSG. Casey, these are lies. Casey, these are lies. Casey, don't lie on me, bro. These are lies. I never called him Luke Hill. Never did that. That's a lie. Agent Hamilton to destroy London Blues from within. Casey,
I mean,
the hate
he's
you
an
have
Arsenal
for this
fan.
club, bro.
He's an Arsenal fan, though.
No. He's a Barca fan. Sorry.
no.
I was going to say
he's
Hamilton.
Man City. He's a
No,
Man City
I-
fan.
No. Apparently, Hamilton has Arsenal tattooed on him, which is weird.
He was fourth. His sister beat him up to get the tattoo.
Now that's deep, bro. If someone actually enforced a tattoo upon you, Casey again says Terry is Chelsea's greatest legend. Stop being delusional. Proper Chelsea fans also own the ground and naming rights, so they will always. Casey, I don't give a damn what those punks say. Chelsea's greatest legend will and always will be Drogba. Drogba is Chelsea's greatest legend. That's a fact and will always remain a fact.
HH, have you been racially abused in the subways?
No, but I'll tell you what happened though. So I used to walk near the stadium because the stadium is in Broadway, and I used to walk like in Broadway, which is near the stadium. So I was coming back, and it wasn't Chelsea, and they were obviously drunk. This was like on match day, and because of Tottenham is like a rival. I know Tottenham have a lot of Jewish fans, and there's a group of Chelsea fans who were basically singing about gassing Jews.
Oh my god!
Wow. Bro,
And seriously, I was just sitting and say, wait. I was like, wait a minute, are these guys really? Yeah, they were singing about gassing Jews. Like there was just a song they made about gassing Jews.
Is this like exclusively a Chelsea problem in London?
Ricardo.
it's
Ricardo. I didn't want to, but fine. Look, it's Friday night. So basically, they did this documentary, and they interviewed these black players from back in the 70s, 80s, and it talks about whenever you're a black player and you go to certain stadiums, which are they on a consistent basis, the fans who always, and the names that were always mentioned was Millwall, Chelsea. But black players, that's every time you went to the Chelsea, you would always get it. Right? That's why I said I'm a complicated Chelsea fan. Because if you're saying that, and also here's the thing, these clowns, I forgot what I think his name is something Carnival or something. They did like a thing of like, oh, let's celebrate seeing Chelsea's first black player. And I was like,
Wow.
you cheeky people. Do you know that so-called black player? Do you know that fans used to racially abuse him? Fans racially abused their own player because he was black. Chelsea fans.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's like it's that's why I say, like, for me, and this is what I always say. I saw it. My Zola shirt is on its way. I found a good price. My Zola shirt is on its way. I supported Chelsea because of Zola. Zola was my favorite player. I was like, bro, who does he play for? I'm going for these guys. And then I got roped. But my Chelsea thing wasn't because of like, from London or no, it's Zola.
Gianfranco
What
Zola.
team did you actually like?
Was it?
What team before Zola did you actually enjoy?
No. Chelsea was my first team that I liked because of Zola. Because like, this was when I was super young. So I was like, because obviously my brother was United because of Cantona.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to do the opposite of my brother. So I
Great
hated
man,
United because I wanted to always do the opposite of my brother.
Somebody's got to do the math to see how old HH is.
No,
relax,
but
don't do that.
HH, here's the thing though, like,
Yeah.
you know, because someone told me that there was a Chelsea fan that told me that he was a Chelsea fan because of all the African players or all the black players that were playing for Chelsea.
Yeah.
That's so ironic, HH though. Like, for a team
What's it called? Ask most black Liverpool fans. The reason they're Liverpool fans is because of John Barnes.
Yeah.
For a lot of Liverpool fans, they said there was.
sus.
Super sus. No, older Barnes. But this was Barnes when he was playing, when he didn't have to speak. But but for me, it's like, look, when you look at clubs and so forth, it's the kind of fan you are. See, there are fans who embed themselves fully through their fans and so forth and everything. Like, I want to be part of the team, the culture. And the fans were not. I'm a fan based off of it. It could be whatever reason. Maybe I like this was the first time I saw, or maybe because of your favorite player. But this is why I'm in a state of flux because I supported Chelsea because they played a particular style of football. You had a bunch of international players. So you had like Desailly, you had Franklin Leboeuf, you had Vialli, you had Ruud Gullit. So you had all these kind of legendary players who are now in their 12th years just having fun, bro. Like Chelsea it was literally the most fun team to play for, where it was all about style and just vibes. Like Vialli, Gullit, Petrescu, Gospoye. It was just vibes. Babayaro, it was amazing. So I was like, bro, I love this because these guys are all about style. Win or draw, they played with style and just played with sauce. And he had Zola, who was just doing the most amazing things you've ever seen on a freaking pitch. From that to Mason Mount.
Wow. So you went from style with not that much trophies to trophies with.
Zima, relax. We won the Cup Cup.
Man.
Chelsea won FA Cups and Cup Cup, bro. So Chelsea did say what's up, but no major titles. So no, bro, that was an amazing team, bro. That team was amazing, bro. But look. I say, look, here's the thing. It's you can't just say a club is just racist and paint everyone as being racist. No, but it is worrying though that a team has a strong history of racism. And many black players say, oh yeah, Chelsea are a club who, whenever we went and played there, their fans would racially abuse me. So that is worrying.
So that makes sense why the Ricketts want to own this club. I think I'm all for it.
Ricardo, relax, bro, relax. So, but this is why we need Serena and Luis to take over, because Chelsea's PR needs to be changed. We need to get those racist white pieces of trash. We need to get that white trash out of Chelsea. Ed. What was it called? I fear if Mbappe doesn't score this season, the door will be closed to Real. The fans won't forget. Look at Griezmann snubbing Barca, then when he went flop. Yeah, man, look, see, this is something for Mbappe. When certain teams call, it may be the only call you're going to get. I don't think teams call twice. teams like Real and so forth, they don't call twice. So when they call and you don't answer the call, you're looking a bit tricky. Bro.
I want to make it very clear. I don't think Barcelona, the fans, ever wanted Griezmann. But
are you sure?
No, nobody
Zeman,
wanted
you were
Griezmann.
twerking for Griezmann. Went to twerking for Griezmann?
No, I never wanted Griezmann ever, man. I thought that guy was a
Wait, hold
bum
on.
as soon as he came in.
But I thought you were the guy that said the Grease, the blonde stallion. You didn't give him that nickname?
Guys, you know, let's deep it though. He made a whole documentary and everything about
The decision.
The staying at Atletico Madrid.
I thought he was
you
LeBron.
know how he did it twice. He did it twice, guys. He did a documentary twice, and we sometimes like I feel like we really haven't deeped how ridiculous that was by Griezmann. Like that has to be one of the biggest L's.
No, the Griezmann is he is mad. The guy is mad. The guy is mad, man. The guy is mad. Now, okay, now like guys, so yes, is a mic walking, bro?
Unfortunately.
Wait, why? No. But look,
the ting is coming, man.
Look, yes, am I crazy in thinking United will get fourth?
I don't know. I really don't. Like
have hope, man. Have hope.
You know, like we're gonna talk about this game. This is where we are. I think we're gonna win. That's the crazy thing about it. Like I don't know why. I just feel like when it comes to Arsenal, they're always unpredictable. Like I feel like it's the most unpredictable. United, the two most unpredictable clubs, United and Arsenal. Arsenal had no business beating Chelsea. Arsenal lost to a Southampton side that lost to Burnley. Literally, that last game was Burnley.
Which is why this whole top four thing, I don't know. I give up. I'm just saying United just for vibes, but I have no idea what's gonna happen.
The reason why I think we're gonna win is because of I think Cristiano tax. I really do.
So you think that he's gonna come back with a vengeance?
Because he's gonna play. Varane is back, and then we have McTominay that's back, and I feel like with the whole Liverpool game that was a forfeit. That game should never have happened. We should have just forfeited. It was a waste of time. It was just a waste of energy, waste of money, millions, and et cetera, et cetera. That game should never have happened. And I think the Arsenal and Chelsea game, I just think that's just one of the it's just one of those things where Chelsea, for whatever reason, cannot beat Arsenal for whatever reason. I mean, what is this now? Like 3 games in a row in the league they lost. It's insane. I just don't. I generally believe it's going to be a high scoring game, and I believe that Nketiah is not going to do what he did. That's not going to happen.
No. He did it to annoy me. He did it to annoy me.
And I just generally believe that. And then Maguire's not going to be playing as well, so I think they might.
Wait. Why is the fridge not playing?
Because he had a bomb threat.
Oh, okay.
So
wait, do you know for a fact that he's not going to be playing?
Yeah, for a fact he's not going to be playing.
Okay,
so he's not going to be playing. Like Ralph talked about it and said like the guy he didn't even show up for like he didn't even have the time to talk to him.
Okay, let me. Now, how do I say this? Like, I want to try and say this in the right way without sounding insensitive. Let me.
Just say it.
No. I'm gonna pick my words. Bomb threats, bad, stupid. You have to be a freaking moron to launch a bomb threat. This is a freaking game, and whoever did that, if they find him, he should definitely face prosecution.
I think he did it himself to gain some sympathy, but that's for another.
Ricardo. This is
Ricardo,
Monday night.
Ricardo,
Monday night. So here's the thing. So my thing though is that. But the English media, you contributed to this. This is still wrong. It is still wrong what happened. But English media, stop lying. Stop lying. And stop with this xenophobic English tax. If a guy is crap, he's crap. You can't... Look, Roy Keane literally said that we were trying to give him good PR. So Roy Keane pretty much admitted in saying that, we actually tried to sort of go easy on him. I'm like, that's not how punditry works. But the English media, you're such xenophobic pricks that you have this obsession that anything English must be protected. That's not how punditry works. Punditry is anybody can get it. If you're crap, you're crap. Doesn't matter who you are, where you're from. If you're crap, and you get slated. He's been crap, so he has to get slated. And I think that's because of the amount of protection he's had, that's why Maguire came out with that interview. Of saying that, well, surely there's a reason why two managers kept playing me because surely I must be good. So in his mind, because of what the English media is saying to him, or what guys are saying to him, he just believes that guys like us are just stupid. But if you dumbass losers on BT Sports, Sky Sports actually told the truth and be like, this guy's a fridge, he's trash, he's crap, then maybe Maguire realized that, yeah, man, I don't think I should even give that freaking interview. So that's my thing with it. Yes, yeah. What do you say with the whole Maguire thing?
It's I don't agree with I do believe there's abuse that Maguire gets, and I don't agree with it. Abuse is wrong and it's disgusting. And what happened to him over the weekend, no, not the weekend, with the whole bomb threat, I believe is completely disgusting. It's wrong. People are insane.
Yeah.
But there's a but. The problem I have with Maguire is that a lot of the anger and everything he causes on himself and the English media as fuel to the fire, because the more they protect Maguire, the more angrier the fans will get.
Yes,
Because,
and you're saying with the whole petition, because you're just going to add to the anger because, guys, look, the people have freaking 7,000 people have signed that petition.
No, not 7,000. I think it's like almost 50,000 right now.
Yeah.
No, but it's one of those things. It's like for the fans, they're getting the situation where like their voice is like they want the same. We think this guy is crap. We think this guy should be stripped of his captaincy, and no one in the media is listening. All you hear is positive, and it gets to the point where they're just tired and had enough. So all you hear is this loud criticism to the point I believe it becomes unbearable to Maguire. So all Maguire had to do was just own up to the fact that you have been crap. I have not had a good season this year. I would try to do better, yada yada. But what he did is, 38,000. Yeah. So, but what he did was he did the opposite. He did a whole interview, try to justify and tell and pretty much say whoever's criticizing me, well, you guys must be dumb because there's a reason why there's two managers that played me over and over again. And we're like, bro, are you serious? Like, and to do that before the Liverpool game and have the disaster class you had against Liverpool, you're like, bro, there's sometimes it's just like, just be quiet, just put your head down, just say, hey, I apologize, I have not been great. That's it, and you would probably get more sympathy for that.
But see, that's the arrogance of the man, and I think, and people in the media, they embolden these English players because when these English players don't get called out by people in the punditry and so forth, they feel that they're impenetrable, which is why it was so important that he was booed by England fans when they played internationally, because for Maguire, I don't know, all those guys in Sky Sports and BT Sports, they're irrelevant. The guys that matter are the fans. It's the people who will judge, because they're the guys who will be in the stands and they're the guys who you have to rely on their support. So if there are guys booing you and going against, see, for me, if I'm a Maguire, I would actually take the captaincy off, because has there ever been guys, just hold up, just pause. I'll ask all of you guys, has there ever been a captain of a club who has been hated or maligned as much as this by his own fans?
I mean, you had Granit Xhaka. I mean,
Granit Xhaka is really hated.
Not to the same degree.
Not to this degree.
Not to this. Like I say, see, with Xhaka, it was like, he was making a mistake, but this is serious hatred. To the point of, as we can see, a 40,000 petition to remove this guy's captain.
It's built on though, like it's not even his performances. It's like this interview, like that
was so stupid, bro. That was so stupid.
Going to a couple months ago.
To be fair, he did clarify a lot of things in that interview, like how he should be a starter. Like,
Yeah, Zeman. He was playing for Andoria. I think he's still Andoria or one of the small nations for England, and he scored a goal and he cupped his ears.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, it's like read the
That's so
room.
stupid.
Like, come on, like it's like, bro, come on. You
No, but see, that just shows the stupidity of the man. So you're being criticized for how bad you are as a defender. What is scoring a goal against Andorra doing to offset the fact of you being bad as a defender? That just shows peak stupidity.
well, this guy, it's like, it's not even the fact he's a bad defender. It's the fact that this guy, like, he's a menace to his own team. Like, this guy gets them injured on a consistent basis. Like, it's more than that.
Guys, I have to go.
Okay.
I have to break my fast, so I gotta go grab some
So
food,
okay,
but
no. So wait, quickly before you go, Arsenal, Man United. Give me a score.
I think 3-2.
2.
I think 3-2 to Man United. I think
3-piece, but for my idol.
I think he will be a 2-piece, and I think we're probably gonna get
A Bruno special?
Bruno special. Yeah, Ricardo's right. I mean, it's
A Bruno special, man. This guy really said a Bruno special.
I think because like I believe people have been carried away, especially with the Arsenal performance against Chelsea. Because I mean, whoever has watched that game was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous. Like Eddie Nketiah scored a brace. They got a penalty that was
relax.
not a penalty.
We don't need to remind me about that game. Please
No,
relax,
I'm just saying. And then Man United, Liverpool. I mean, like HH before the game, I said, please, just don't travel to Liverpool. Like literally, don't do it. Like don't do it to yourself. But what they did, they traveled and they played the game for whatever reason. It is what it is. So I feel like those two games are pretty much an anomaly. I think this game is gonna tell a lot. I think United are very bad defensively, so they're gonna concede goals. But also, I believe that like Arsenal will find it hard to score. I really, even though we're gonna concede goals, I generally believe like I don't think Arsenal's gonna score enough goals. I don't think so, and United will. So 3-2, and Pogba is done for the season. By the way.
Oh yeah, you're gonna miss the Pogba discourse. That's it. But yeah. Enjoy the break of your fast, bro.
Guys. See you guys.
Peace out. So, Ricardo, what do you say in Arsenal Man United, man? How do you think it goes down?
I have a gut feeling that United will win, like a 2-1, in my opinion, a 2-1. My question is if Ronaldo is starting.
He is. Well, he's definitely going to be in the team, but I think they said he's going to start. So he's back in the team, but he's going to start.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't start, but he comes in. I think depending on the game, but I think he will play. It's just a question of whether he starts or not. To be honest, I don't know because like these guys got spanked by Liverpool. And not that I expected anything less.
But it's Liverpool, bro. Come on.
Yeah. Like that's what I was expecting. The 4-0 was actually like, I was being generous, but yeah, I do agree with what Yasir said with the Chelsea game. It was kind of just like a one-off, in my opinion, because the defense was really bad. So.
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea how those clowns lost how Chelsea lost that game, bro.
It's not even Chelsea's defense. I think Arsenal's defense wasn't even that great either.
No,
in
it
my
was.
opinion. So it's like the thing is, if they're gonna go into that game with that Arsenal defense, does Manchester United exploit that? Now, who's going to exploit that? My only bet's gonna be Ronaldo. So it's like. I think this game will be entertaining because both teams are not very good. It's not going to be a high quality game. They're playing at the Emirates. To be honest, I don't even know. Like I'm trying to figure out a prediction, but this game is it can be so wild.
I'm feeling like it's not. This can definitely go the way, but I just have a feeling that United will edge this. I just have a feeling that United will.
Yeah, will I think I'm leaning more towards United winning, mainly because does Ronaldo back give him an extra something to want to score a goal based on what happened? Does the team feel a little bit like maybe more united as one because Ronaldo's back? I don't know, but then again, this is the same team that has just.
So what are you saying? I mean, give me a score. What do you say?
I said 2-1 United. I'm looking at a Disney Plus moment, so that's what I feel. I don't know, but it would not surprise me if Arsenal win. However, if Arsenal do win, yeah, it's pretty much done for United. I don't
Oh no,
think
no,
they
no,
have
it's no. If Arsenal win, it's over. Like then I'll admit say that I was wrong about United fourth. Like
Yeah.
United can't afford to lose this game.
I hope United win. One for Ronaldo to have his moment. But at the same time, just to get this thing going to the final games of the season with this top four shenanigans. So I hope United win. Is all I'm
All
saying.
right, Zeman, what do you say?
Nah, man. Listen, man. I made a prediction that Arsenal were gonna make it to the top four when everyone was saying Man United or Spurs would make it through, and I just feel like this game has Man United winning it all over it.
I
Man.
know. I don't know why. I
It's
just feel
so
United's
weird.
winning.
I have Man United winning over it, and to be honest with you, when it comes to teams that need the top four, I think Arsenal need it more than the other two. Because with Manchester United, they're always going to attract people because of their marketing. And then with Spurs, I mean, they never really were able to attract top class talent. So they're not going to be necessarily missing out on any other players. And it just feels like with Arsenal, I feel like their whole transfer window depends on making it to the top four. So if anything, I mean, this is do or die for Arsenal. Like they have to show up in this game, and I just feel like when you ask, like when people think Arsenal are going to show up, that's usually the time when they really show how much of a brick they are.
Yeah,
and I just feel like the brick moment is going to happen. I mean,
look, because I think that's funny because see, Chelsea was a game that you thought they'd lose, they win the game. Palace, Brighton, they should win, they lose the game. Now, off of the back of that Chelsea win and how United got touched by Liverpool, Arsenal are at home. This is a game that Arsenal are expected to win. So this is a game that you will see Arsenal losing because they're expected to win the game. You know.
Yeah. So I predict like a 3-1 situation.
3-1.
Yeah, Ronaldo coming in, scoring a goal. I see weird contributions. If Maguire shows up, this is game over for Manchester United. But yeah, listen, man, I just see Cristiano Ronaldo this being the game where his fan base goes ballistic and saying that he beat a top tier team. So yeah, I could definitely see it. See it.
Yeah, for me, I mean, I think I'm feeling like a 2-1. You know, I'm feeling like a 2-1 to Man United, man. But I don't know why. I just have a feeling that United are going to say what's up. If Arsenal and Spurs win, West Ham beats.
Yeah, you're in the top four race. Technically,
Is this the truth?
Yeah, they are.
Oh my god.
Actually, let's pull up the table right now.
Can you imagine if Chelsea miss out?
Oh no! If that happens, then I'm leaving. I'm leaving the club.
Who are you going on loan to?
Oh no! I'll be. You know what? I'll be a Ronin, like a samurai without a master. I'll just be like, yeah. I'll just roam the earth as a vagrant, man.
They'll be in 60, and then you would be in 62. So that's one. So that's usually 2-point difference. So, but then you would have a game in hand.
Game in hand, though. Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, sugar. Yeah. So if Tottenham win, I think you win.
Oh, sugar.
Just say it is not members and good. Never mind.
Relax, Scotland.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Look, Gatlock, what are you saying? Arsenal United, man. What's your prediction?
Chelsea are not. I know we want that, boss. Let's be honest. Okay, that Arsenal win was a fluke, and nothing will give me more pleasure for them to lose this game because, bro, I mean, after that one fluky win against Chelsea, these guys have brought their mouth back. They've forgotten they lost 3 games before that.
Okay. So you also believe as well that they're going to hold an L to United?
I hope they hold an elbow.
I don't see hope. What do you think will happen?
I think it's going to be a draw, probably. United. It's hard. You see, if this was, you know, a funny thing. If this was Moo, I would have said United win. If this was Solskjaer, I would have said United win, because those guys had the structure, defending and breaking on the attack. And against Arsenal, I think they usually beat Arsenal, at least draw. So honestly, I think it's probably going to be a draw, even though I really want United to win because Arsenal, if they get that top four, man, God have mercy. Because I don't like to,
Oh
my
no, no, no!
brother said that
It's a
yeah,
weird, and you know the funny thing.
he said he's confident now after he beat you guys. I'm like, oh
Who?
God, my brother-in-law.
Oh no, look! If Arsenal gets top four, that Chelsea game would have been the critical game. If they get top four, they say that was the game in which was the turning point. And you know how sick that would just is what would make it even sicker. That
You guys are
that Chelsea
charity
game would have been
FC.
the
Hopefully,
turning point.
you guys are charity FC.
Pricks.
Maybe you can give Tottenham. Are you going to play Tottenham in times? No, you guys will be Tottenham.
No, but
No,
United.
United. Maybe you can give United 3 points.
Yeah.
Give United 3
Play
points.
United on Thursday. No, that's a game that's Chelsea. Bro, at this rate, I don't know whether Chelsea even beats Frank Lamps and Everton. Because the team is just weird. See, I'm going between a 1-1 or a 2-1, but I think United win. I think because you know what I think. So what's Ricardo was saying? I think this top four race is going to go down to almost the last few days of the season. It's just going to keep on dragging. It's just going to see. It's because see if United lose, then they're out of the whole top four conversation. But I think that all these teams will still be involved in it for at least the next few weeks. That's my thing. Now, final thing, man. This is unfortunate. This one is unfortunate, man. And I want to actually come first to Zeman with this.
Is it Pogba?
I tried to talk about Rudiger when I came in here.
Wait, no, because we're almost done. But I need to talk about this because this is such an interesting one.
Pogba. There we go.
Oh wow!
Who did that to him? Oh yeah, my God.
Oh wow!
A fridge did that. If fridge fell on him, a fridge fell on him. Like domestic.
To be fair, it was like a bicycle kick or scorpion kick.
Zeman, is this really going to be the last image of Pogba in a United jersey?
Yeah. No. Well, he said he's out, right?
No. Well, I think Ralph said he's out for the rest of the season.
Yeah, bro. That sounds like that was planned, bro. That sounds like that was planned. That was like that. They're trying to mask it as an injury, but the dude wants a way out, man. The dude wants a way out.
Do you know? I was about to say that's cap, but then I was on Instagram and what's it called? Basically, Pogba gave what's his name? Jimmy Butler. He basically gave Jimmy Butler like his clothing line stuff of shirts and stuff and everything.
Pioche.
Yeah, Pioche, yeah, his whole Pioche thing, which actually looks pretty nice. Pogba is just saying, "Look, man, I'm out." Because remember, Liverpool game, he pretty much. Wait, what game was this?
Which one? I think it was the last game. It was the last game against.
This was the game against Norwich, I believe.
Norwich. So no, this is the Norwich game. This is the Norwich game. So no, look for me. Look, I wouldn't surprise him if he's like, "Look, man, I just want to." But see, man, what? This is sick. So this is his last image for United. Him getting broken down by a fridge.
You know, this guy is actually the highest assistant in the Premier League, right?
Pogba.
But he started off hot. That's the thing.
Yeah,
he started off real hot at the beginning of the season.
No, 7 assists in the first few games, and then he's
bro. I'm looking at the stat now. He has 9. Nobody else higher than him.
No, but like
a lot
of those
has us more. What are you on about?
No, I tried for United.
Oh, United. Oh, yes.
No, but Gat like those like 7, I believe 7 of those assists came in like the first like 5 games of the Premier League.
He had like 4 assists against Leeds, I think.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, no, this guy. That's
But what did that say about Olga Fernandez?
Well, look, man.
Listen, man.
So Simon, look, man. I mean, this is sad, isn't it, man? This is sad.
It is sad.
I would say it's sad. But you know, HH, you actually in the past you actually brought up how coming to Manchester United might not be the best move for him.
Yes.
When he was at Juve. And it just feels like, you know, it's coming into it's really coming into full image, and you look at his Manchester United career, and I mean he he hasn't done as much as what the fans expected him, but the fans had way too much of a high expectation for him. And
Pogba.
Which to me I
yeah.
found quite
These
stupid.
guys,
He
these
just in
guys,
central
these guys
midfield.
expected, these guys expected goals. Some of them expected goals and assists every single time, and people were just looking at how much he's worth, and they were just thinking to themselves, "This is the guy that's going to take us to the next level." To only find out that this guy, he essentially needs a master key in order to unlock him, and that's not even good enough. I mean, how much different keys have
This
you
isn't
in order to
Zelda.
unlock this dude,
Zeman,
man?
this isn't the Legend of Zelda. Relax. This one, the Legend of Zelda. Relax, bro. Relax.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So Pogba, we're still trying to unlock him, on his day, and this guy, like, I'm gonna be honest, bro. This guy's club career is looking like a crisis, bro. His club career is
No, no,
looking
no,
like
no,
a
no.
crisis.
Look, it's been a failure. Let's just be real. It was a failure. It was a failure. But he shouldn't have moved in the first place, bro. And how many
Yeah.
guys, apart from De Gea, how many guys have succeeded at Man United? Apart from De Gea, how many guys have really succeeded at this club?
Yeah, no, that's true, and that's also. But at the same time, man, it's like this guy every single year he would complain about. There would always be a question of, is he going to stay at the club? Every single year, this guy's agent would be talking about, oh, I don't know if Pogba is going to stay this year, and then Pogba giving out hints in international duties, and it's just like, at some point, you have to take responsibility. If you want to leave, just make it clear. Stop playing these games of saying it's I don't know where I'm gonna go. I would love to play for Real Madrid, and just having those
But
different
let me ask
types
you,
of talks.
where do you think he should go, though?
I'm gonna be honest,
PSG.
man. I think majority of big clubs should stay away from him.
Huh?
That's the honesty, because I don't think Real Madrid need a player like him. I don't think they need a player like him.
PSG?
PSG, I look at PSG and I'm thinking to myself, is that another star signing? Is it like, are you really trying to build a midfield around that? And I just think of the imbalances that you do have. I know that he would provide, someone that Verratti could play off of, but is Verratti going to be playing more of a defensive role in that midfield area? And I just think, like, I'm gonna be honest, I just think that PSG, I don't think that's a smart move for them. I know that they need midfielders, but I'm not sure that Pogba is the type of midfielder, and you're looking at his wages, and you're going to have to find a replacement for Mbappe as well. And it's about making a team, and this is where the question PSG has to lie: are you trying to really start your structure all over again and buy players that fit your new system, or do you have a system in plan, or are you just going to go for another superstar player and try to find a way to make it work?
Okay, look, he's gone, and let's say you're his agent. What club do you twerk for? Say, bro, this is the club that I think suits you.
If I'm gonna be honest, the club I think of that would suit him the most, I'm just thinking of Allegri being there, Juve. If anything, it would
back
be
to Juve.
Yeah,
Nah,
it would be Juve.
Ziman, bro.
It would be Juve.
No, Ziman, hold on.
Like, out of all the clubs,
back-
Juve fit him the most.
Definitely
Ziman,
not.
back to Juve, knowing that Dybala ain't gonna be there, and that's a declining team. Ziman, you're on crack, bro.
Yeah, he's not.
No.
No, Ziman, that
I'm
is
telling
literally
you,
a
bro,
step back.
because
They
Ziman, you
even
can't
pay
do that.
his-
Ziman,
They can't
that's
pay
not
his wages.
disrespectful.
They cannot
Ziman,
pay
you
his
can't do
wages.
that. No. Ricardo, let's say they could afford his wages. That is a step backwards. That's disrespectful. Like, we know that United are in a state of disarray. Bro, Juve are regressing, and that's, especially just look at, if he goes back there, there's no Pirlo, there's no Vidal, there's no Marquisio. Dybala has left.
There's Kingato, man. Come on, respect Kingato.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about the systems that fit Paul Pogba and his style of play, and I just don't think there's that much clubs that fit him, because in other clubs you're asking for him to adapt a lot, and I'm not sure that Paul Pogba right now is the most adaptable player. I don't think he's a central midfielder. I don't think he has the qualities to play that area. I don't think you could rely on him defensively as well. This guy's pressing is not that well. So if I'm looking at all those different teams, I'm just saying to myself, it has to be Juve or Simeone, but I don't think he's gonna go to a Simeone team. So
Hell
so
no.
it's a matter of those two fitting the mold. If you're his agent and he gets a big contract and he gets a chance to move to a big club, or he gets a chance to move to PSG, I guess he would be looking out for the contract. But in terms of system that fit him as a player, there aren't that much. I don't think there's that much.
Let me take this job. I'll look at his comments. So Josh Byrne.
Oh, a good one, man. That's so true, man. Oh, that's so true.
Do you know what the sick thing is? Let me be real with you guys. I don't think I've used as much white magic as I did for that final. As in, I went into the depths of my reverse psychology. I pulled every trick in the book to stop Pep. Pulled every trick in the book to stop Pep. And maybe this is now the pushback, bro. But Josh, how bad is it? How long is this pushback gonna last for? That's the thing.
I hope it lasts a while.
Because okay, hold up. So is the balance going to be okay? We give you that seal against Pep, which you shouldn't have won, and is the pushback going to be you don't make top 4? That's my worry.
Nah, you will make top 4 this season. Next season is a bit of a
Catalog.
concern.
I pray. So look, what do you say about Pogba, bro?
Oh,
His
man.
United thing.
Labil. Well, who, me, right?
That's talk, and then Ricardo will close us out. Ricardo will close us out.
Yeah. Look, it hasn't been good. It hasn't been a good career for Pogba. He hasn't. I mean, when did he? It's been 2016, right? So this guy has been here since 29, around 24 years old.
Should I have a small
Around
word?
that time.
Yeah.
That's kind of sad. I mean,
So
yeah,
okay. Is the blame on him? Where do you ascribe to Zidane that Pogba just isn't very good, or United, or the managers, or so forth? He shouldn't have left.
He
Because
is
we
good.
know that this guy is talented, bro. So
No, we know he's talented. He's just not consistent. That's the only issue. He's just not consistent. We know he can turn up. He has his moments. He's just not consistent for the amount of money that was bought for him at the time. Because this was pre-Neymar. So the amount of money that was bought for him, I think was 89 or something. He was one of the most expensive by bill, I'm guessing. Or I think he was the most expensive at that point. So it's like they expected a lot from him. Europa League, he delivered, fine. But they needed the next level and it didn't work out. And he has always been either on or off. Managers have talked about his attitude, especially Mourinho. And he has performed sometimes. There are times he has had purple patches, but for the player we know he can be, with what he's for France, about when he's there for France, he plays well in the big competition because he just needs to show up for 7 games and he can show that talent. But show up in like 30, 40, 50 games consistently, he can't do that. And for where he's going to go, you see, that's the problem. If this was 2-3 years ago, 2018, if it was 2018 or even 2019, where would Pogba go? He had options. I was hoping Real Madrid and other stuff. Now, I don't know. I really don't know if Real Madrid want to buy him. I know they are on melanin tax right now with the way they've been moving, which is chilled. But they've been going on the young side. Pogba is 29 now. Next year he's going to be 30. I can see him going to, and he's it's like Haaland. Last year Haaland can demand whatever amount of wages. Yeah, this season he hasn't been that up enough. The amount of wages this guy is demanding, only United are stupid enough to give it to him, and probably maybe PSG that can give it to him, and Bram Chelsea. That's the only team. Those are the only teams that can see giving it to him.
No, but
other than that, I don't know where he's going to go.
But my thing now, like, remember, there's a World Cup in November, so you really should be. You want to pretty much be playing in a club on football and so forth. If you're out of a club, you can't just say, I demand these wages and so forth. And if a club says, no, we're not going to pay you that wage, what? Are you going to go to China or go to the MLS?
Yeah,
So
you have to
sorry, you're
drop
gonna have
his
to
wage.
you have to reduce your
Wait, is it
Pogba,
fully
you're not in a
confirmed that
strong
he's leaving?
position.
Is it fully confirmed
Gatlock,
that he's leaving United?
Gatlock, he's leaving. Maybe see, he's out of contract this summer. Gatlock, do you think this guy's gonna sign a new contract after a fridge did this to himself?
Yeah, but if
There is
nobody
no way
wants
Pogba
you,
stays,
and
bro.
bro, if nobody wants you and nobody's going to give you like the contract you want except United, and you, like you said, you need game time.
Then you have to reduce your wage demands because
Yeah, you have
Pogba
to
will know
use
that
your
yes,
wage demand.
because Pogba will know that like, bro, what if I stay here? Ten Hag comes and Ten Hag doesn't use me or doesn't want me in this system right now. Because I think for Pogba right now, he just realizes that this is not a situation I really want to be in. But it depends though, because maybe Pogba is a guy who's like, okay, like I like this situation that we're in, and we can say what's up. Actually, Ricardo, talk to me because we need to round up very soon, very quickly, and then I want to bring us soon afterwards. So, Pogba, what you should do, how this all ends, bro.
To be honest, I think he's leaving. I think that I haven't seen
To where though?
In my opinion, I mean, I agree with Zeman saying that no top team should look at him, but at the same time, we have to be realistic. There is going to be a team that's going to be after him, and I'm looking at all the teams. He's definitely not going to Germany. If he was to go to Italy, I would assume it would be to Juventus, but I don't think Juventus really want him, in my opinion. Like, I think that Juventus are looking to go young again. I don't think that this is a I was gonna say Jogba. Sorry, Pogba is heading to the right direction. No, I saw it in the chat, and I just my bad.
Streets.
And
behave yourselves, bro. Behave yourselves.
I don't think he's gonna go to Spain because what team there is really gonna want him? Barcelona already have a stacked midfield, and I don't think Real Madrid is gonna want him. So I don't think he's going to another team in the Prem. And to be honest, I think the only team is actually PSG. I just think it makes
Newcastle. I forgot about that.
He's not going to Newcastle.
He's not going to Newcastle.
Why would he go live in Newcastle when he can go live in Paris? In France?
He's not.
I just think all the signs for Pogba going to PSG just make sense. He's French. He probably wants to live in a city like Paris, make a lot of money, which he can get there. I think maybe if Mbappe leaves, PSG probably wants another French superstar. Not that Pogba really plays like a superstar, but like he's there now for Pogba's sake. Like the only thing I will defend him is that they've never United have never built a proper team around him for him to succeed.
Nobody see people keep looking at Pogba. Who has looked good for United in the last 5 6 apart from De Gea?
But that's my thing, right? And so with Pogba, like there's a day and night difference between him playing for United and then him playing for France. Because I think Pogba is the best player when it comes to playing for France on that national team.
Yeah.
So I mean, what if he goes to PSG and he actually turns out to be actually a good signing for them? I think that just furthers the argument that United is the issue, not necessarily the players. But I will say that Pogba is an issue in himself. But I mean, he needs like Dybala, he needs a new setting. Could PSG be the answer? Who knows? But I mean, did PSG also need another midfielder? Is Pogba that midfielder they need? Probably not. But I mean, there's not many options.
Okay, Ricardo, let me ask you something crazy. Would I be crazy in wanting him at
You want anybody? You're really desperate right now. You want Dybala, you want Koundé, you want
Ricardo. Have you seen Mr. Man's play? Okay.
I'm not done listing all the players you somehow want. I already told you we can't have any discussions about transfers until you guys find an owner. That's the first step. Just like PSG need a new sporting director, Chelsea needs an owner. We can't talk about transfers. There's no transfer window for Chelsea coming. All right. Till then, we'll see. Could he go to, Chelsea or something? Maybe. I don't know if the money's right, if it makes sense. But
Chelsea are so bad right now. And they're so in need of just somebody who knows how to play football. Just somebody with a little bit of imagination.
It was one loss. Okay. I think you guys are taking this out of proportion.
No. I'm not taking it very much into context. It's
you've not lost since Real Madrid.
I don't give it away. Hold up. Wait. Osasuna. Are you there, Osasuna?
This guy's on road right now.
Asuna, are you in your Lamborghini? Where are you at right now?
I'm back in my car. I'm driving home.
Okay. Why were you looking at Lamborghinis? I saw you in a Lamborghini garage. Are you rich?
No comment.
No.
I think it's the owner of Osasuna
Hold
themselves.
up, Osuna. Are you saying you can afford a Lamborghini?
He sounds like
HH, relax. Okay, relax.
I'm just saying, can you afford a Lamborghini? Yes or no?
And my response is relax.
That wasn't it. No. Okay, look, Pogba, where should he go this summer? Talk to me.
Honestly, we talk about him not being good for Madrid and about Madrid having good midfield. If it comes to the promise of we get France Pogba, I want him. I want him bad. I want him real bad. But if we get United Pogba, and this is the issue, because you just don't know. You have no idea. Because you can make all these deals. It's all up to Pogba. If Pogba is in the right mindset, I want him. I want him really badly. Because then we can have Pogba, Mbappe, Benzema. That's a cheat code. Now, unfortunately, it looks like it's just going to be, same Pogba, Mino Raiola shit. Doesn't have that same mentality. Maybe if he plays for Madrid, maybe a different setting, it would change his outlook on football. But I think what he has right now is, I think he just has this thing of he's been treated like a god his whole life, right? He's been treated like you are this player, you can do it all. So he's not going to a sudden where he's not going to go to Madrid where you get booed by your own fans, right? He's not happy with playing at Man United where fans are booing him now because Manchester United is playing badly. Real Madrid doesn't have to play badly. You will still get booed, right? If they don't like you. And I have a funny feeling that if we have enough of if we have enough of Pogba, we're going to start booing the crap out of him. So I think it's not a safe option for him. It's not a safe option for us. I think we're good in midfield. I think it's fine. I think PSG is in the end is where he's going to go. I think it's actually really obvious. I don't understand why it's a debate. I think he's just going to PSG. I think they need a midfield. It's pretty obvious they need a midfield. They're clearly then still that club that is still one superstars. So I don't see how Pogba does not go to PSG.
For me, if Pogba is to leave this summer, which I believe he is going to leave, just based on just how things have ended. And especially when you just look at the wages and the teams and so forth and the profile, I think I really believe it is going to be PSG. Like it just seems so obvious that PSG is just going to be the club in which it's going to say what's up.
I think Pogba also he wants to play with Neymar too. Like they've always had that type of bond. There's some weird thing. And with Messi
and the whole Neymar thing. No, look, Pogba, and look, it'll be fun. They still won't win the UCL, but it'll be fun, guys. Peace out. I will see you guys tomorrow, Saturday, for the hang at 11 p.m. Peace out. Stay true. Peace.